Hello and welcome to Goats and Dragons, the stream where Helpful Goat Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons, a game of shared storytelling where I try to kill my friends. I'm Andrew Gilbert, the benevolent dictator of Helpful Goat Gaming, but tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, and I'm not alone. With me, as always, is the unbenevolent dictator of Helpful Goat, Galway, playing the Tiefling Warlock Charity.
I was genuinely waiting for a rhyme, and I'm like, wow, you're
right.
running out of syllables here, unless this is like a full-on poem. Hey, everybody.
Yep. No rhyme. Sorry. Adam playing the Halfling Rogue, Burbage Kemp.
Hello, hello.
Lena playing the Goliath Barbarian, Stormbringer.
Hi.
Jay playing the Drow Elf, Druid, Vamaris.
It's okay. I still love you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And feel free to draw in the background if you'd like.
We're on the map.
We're on the map, though.
Oh, I'm not, so I can just drag you.
Okay, I'll
over
just...
here.
oh, okay. That
That's
works.
fun. I don't have a lot of announcements, though. So every Saturday at 5 o'clock Mountain, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do a session of Goats and Dragons, which is this. We are on our 13th episode, so there is a few you could catch up on if you so desired. But they are on our YouTube channel at Helpful Goat Gaming. The rerun of the previous week's episode is going to be airing on Fridays. So like last night, Friday, we aired last week's episode. Good times. We're also finally affiliate, and this means that you're able to cheer or subscribe to us. And as a reminder, everyone who has Amazon Prime, you're able to get Twitch Prime for free, and with that, you can get a Prime subscription for free to I think a couple channels, maybe one. And we would be honored to be one of those. Thank you so much for those of you who follow the channel. We really appreciate the support. If you like what you're seeing, tell your friends, tweet us. We do enjoy to chat. And if I don't believe there's any other announcements, other than, Jay loves me. Shouted from the rooftops.
Oh, no, it's a shameful love.
Well,
true.
I'm a little embarrassed, actually.
that's fine.
Okay.
Well, with that, let's begin tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons.
Please don't kill me.
I was expecting him to shout "no dice" while laughing maniacally, and actually like backing away physically from his mic to get the fade effect.
Smooth fade in. Previously on Goats and Dragons,
Wasted.
the small town of Sherstow seems quite quaint. They are in the middle of setting up a fall harvest festival, and the town has embraced the autumn colors and the smells of pumpkins and cinnamons. It appears that such a bustling halfling town has a couple anchors to Burbage's old life. Margaret, an old acquaintance, seems to think that Burbage was sent away from his original town to a special Merchants Guild academy. She also spoke of some guards from Burbage's town who eventually got to see a drunken and defenseless side of Burbage. Because of this, Burbage, for the rest of the night, stayed relatively in the confines of the wagon. Also that night, Beortzi, the Akakra, was found slain and quite literally tossed from the sky into the party's wagon with a message carved into him: "Stop looking." when a furbolg also goes missing, and the group goes back into town to look for her. Burbage stays out in the wagon and is visited by a sinister figure. It appears the Oni, disguised as Vimeris, tried to lure Burbage out from the cart. When Burbage actually discovered that it was the Oni, he turned to run, but was cut down quickly by the monster. The group barely made it back to the wagon in time to save Burbage, who now has a message scrawled across his belly. There will be more. Now, the rain continues to patter the dry ground just outside this small town, as you have looked for the footsteps of the Oni who have seemed to disappear into nothingness. Meepus and Tellywood are approaching you, just from the north where a couple more tents stand. And as the moon shines bright and glitters every now and then in the soft rain, what would you like to do?
I'm still a lion, right?
Burbage is awake, right?
Yes.
Burbage is awake and healed.
And you're still alive.
I'm going to kind of look at the message on his stomach. Considering we just got the message scrawled on Beortzi about stopping looking, and now immediately got a message about there will be more, I feel like the Oni isn't very patient.
Right, this seems contradictory. Like, we're supposed to stop looking, but they're saying there's going to be more. Why would we stop looking then? Gotta have a little, tit for tat.
I'm just saying that he's not really leaving us a lot of time to process the first message on a dead body when he tried to leave us a second message on the dead body
that's true.
of our friend.
But he's not dead anymore, so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Burbage, what happened?
Oh, guys. Do you think Oni markings come off? When it's stuck with it for the rest of my life.
You could get a tattoo over it.
I think that's a scar. Hopefully some magical healing will take care of it.
Maybe I could, over the word more, I could put blood.
Yeah, there will be blood more?
No,
At this, Tellywood and Meepus walk up, each holding a carameled apple, sort of nibbling on it, and Tellywood saying, "Oh, good, I was just looking for you. How was your night, Ben?"
Little trying. How's yours?
Oh, not so bad. I've definitely secured passage on the barge for not tomorrow, but the day after. So that's good.
Andy, I want to be clear that Burbage, still has his shirt pulled up and has just turned to, face them, and is just kind of, completely barren. It's very visible what's happened to it.
Meepus just sort of goes white and is staring at this and reading it. Burbage? That's a weird tattoo.
It's not a tattoo, but he could cover it with one.
Tellywood kind of rushes up then, and just barely in the firelight of the magical bonfire not too far away, she's able to sort of, there will be more what? What is this?
Well,
What? Somebody else about to...
Did someone
Somebody yell?
I wanted to check does she actually seem surprised?
Yes, she's more confused.
But
what this is.
Let's cut to this. She doesn't seem like the person who scrawled this message on the halfling belly. On the halfling belly etch-a-sketch.
You don't get that sense, no.
Who else do you think would be carving messages on someone's stomach?
Oh, and yes, speaking of which, do you guys know that Beortzi is dead?
And at this, she stands up straight and just completely wide-eyed.
Was going to kind of lead into that one.
In her lip. What? What do you mean? Beortzi is dead.
Oh yeah, the Oni got Beortzi and
Presumably.
threw him into our wagon. Carved
Probably.
into... Okay, Stormbringer? We're relatively certain about the details about what happened, alright? So we don't have to, like, question it at this point. Unless
okay.
there are two different people trying to kill people and carve things into their bodies.
Is he in your wagon now?
Yeah, I think so. We didn't move him.
She starts running away.
Oh, this seems like a thing I should go deal with.
I think he got moved. I don't think he was there, right?
No, he was. He was still just sort of on the wagon. Rawr. Oh, God.
And what's with the giant fucking lion? I want to assume
I sniff her.
it's
I
that
sniff
creepy
her.
one. Oh God!
Lion.
I'm checking to see if she's like afraid.
She's very
Of the
afraid.
You don't have to be...
You get the sense that she knows kind of your deal, and she's pretty sure it's you, but it's still quite frightening. But she runs up, and Beortzi sort of hanging out the back of the wagon, quite bloodied. And she, runs over and starts to kind of pull him out of the wagon, and you even see perhaps just a little bit of magic sort of being placed on him. And then she shakes her head, and she looks up now with tears streaming down her face to the point where you can see them through the rain. And she just says, "How did this happen?"
We should speak somewhere away from any potential other listeners.
Yeah, get out of here, Meepus. We don't want you here. Get! But can I have your caramel apple,
no,
please?
that's fine.
That looks really
No.
tasty, and I just got attacked. I almost died, Meepus.
No,
Yeah,
that's
he almost died, Meepus.
not a reason to take someone's caramel apple.
Meepus!
No, it's not a reason to take a caramel apple. It's a reason to give one.
Yeah!
Good night. I'll see you all in the morning.
Meepus!
He slides into it.
He's so rude sometimes.
What a piece of shit he is.
Oh.
How did this happen?
Perception check. Do I think anyone else is around?
Right.
Nope. When I notice Charity looking around, I also want to make some checks.
Okay.
Okay.
A perception one? Or
A
what
perception. Okay. I was bringing up my lion character sheet.
kind? Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no, that's quite good. So as a line, you can smell several different sources of people, but they all seem to securely be in their tent. You're not exactly sure. You had to leave the town very quickly, so you don't know where the Furbolg is. He's probably still in town looking for his wife, partner, person. But no one seems to be out and about. It is getting quite late, and it's still raining.
Okay. I cannot share this info, so cheers.
But Charity, you're having a hard time because there's just this very pure emotion of grief going on right in front of you, and it's hard to take your eyes off of.
Yeah. I'll
But
say
you don't think it is around.
we went into town to help one of the Furbolg cooks. His wife had gone into town to purchase bacon and other rations for the caravan, and he was worried because it was getting late. When we went in, we found that there were signs that she had been taken by the Oni, and signs that Beortzi had tried to intervene. I'm afraid it did not go well for him.
She kind of stands up sort of quickly and wipes the tears from her face and looks around at the four of you. And you can tell that she is all of a sudden very, very fearful. She's kind of surrounded, the way you sort of are positioned around her.
If it helps, I'm sitting and I'm not a very threatening lion.
As much as a sitting lion can not be threatening, yes.
I might be staring like directly at her, but you know.
Right, and she is looking specifically sort of at you, Burbage, and she asks then all of you, how long have all of you known each other?
Rawr.
Well,
About a month?
are we counting those missing 2 weeks, or?
I don't know.
Weeks you remember? How long?
Okay.
15 days?
I think a little more than that, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's true. 21 days? I don't know. 25 days, something in there. 25. In addition to the not remember, like the weeks that just didn't exist for whatever time fuckery on the caravan, we also like sped through a lot of time.
Right. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, about a month?
Right. To the best of your knowledge, yeah, about a month. She sort of nods very carefully and motions toward Burbage with her head, looking at you specifically, Charity. And she asks, how much do you trust the little one?
I'm going to look over at him. I trust him.
Someone came to me just this very evening and told me that Burbage is not necessarily who he claims to be, and that he is quite dangerous.
Who was it that did this?
She asked if that I don't say a name.
She.
That I should be. I shouldn't have said that either, I suppose.
Yeah.
The purpose.
This is absurd.
The reason that I wanted to suggest that. The reason that I was interested is that we also have reason to believe that the Oni can change forms. Can appear as others.
Yes, no, I am well aware, and she's looking all of you up and down very, very cautiously. I am aware that the Oni might appear to be someone that I trust, simply to get close. And you see her sort of handle the grip on her axe that's hanging by her side.
All right, listen. Tell him.
I don't think I want you to speak at the moment, Mr. Kemp.
Okay, never mind then. Just fuck me
fact, I need-
right in the ass.
I need the next person to speak to be very, very clear. Why, someone I care very deeply about is hanging dead from your cart. Why someone would go to the trouble of telling me how dangerous Burbage is, and why similar markings are on Burbage as are on this body. Be very, very clear with the next words you speak, please.
I believe, based on what we saw when we were helping the cook, that Beortzi intervened in the abduction, most likely. I believe that that is why he was killed.
I believe exactly why he was killed.
I believe that that message was
Do you know
put
exactly
into him.
what he told me he was doing the last time I saw him?
I do not.
I told him about the stranger, mentioning something about Burbage, and he said, "Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him." And then he went into town, and now he is dead.
Burbage is pretty bemused by all this. He's looking pretty bemused. But being quiet.
To continue answering your questions, I believe he was placed here because the Oni knew that we were the only ones that were still looking for it. Everyone else was happy to dismiss the possibility of any danger when Hikari fled, in fear for her life from a racist halfling.
Right.
The last part was actually also something Charity was saying out loud.
Yeah.
As for why there was a similar message carved into Burbage's stomach, the Oni seemed to not have been content with leaving us a horrifying message scrawled on the body of a good person, but came here and tried to persuade? Threaten? I'm not sure. I would ask Burbage what word he would use to describe it, but you've requested that he not speak. Persuade, threaten, somewhere in there. Us to stop looking for it, and then proceeded to almost kill him when Burbage declined. Well,
Would
no,
you give
actually,
me a persuasion roll.
He did basically kill him. I healed him.
Indeed. Would you give me a persuasion roll, please? You see her ease a bit. Of course, I understand how dangerous and deceptive something like this could be. I do not mean to mistrust any of you. You can understand I am very upset at the moment.
Of course.
Let me take Beorzi with me. Tomorrow we can find a burial spot for him.
Yes,
Then perhaps we need to have a talk about who we allow on the barge. Because I do not want to be at sea, trapped on a boat with this. Think on it tonight, please. And at this, she starts to kind of actually pick up Beorzi, his wings limp and dripping feathers, as she kind of carries him slowly away with
Is she struggling?
incredible strength. Yeah, she's stronger than she looks.
Okay.
Certainly.
Then I won't help.
And she goes off into the night as well.
So, Burbage, can you, I don't know, tell us what happened? Anything that stands out from you getting attacked, so that we can hopefully figure out who this is? Maybe just a play-by-play, blow-by-blow.
Well, I can't do both. Which do you want? Play-by-play or blow-by-blow?
Alright, there's not the same thing.
Listen, I'm in a lot of pain. I'm really annoyed right now that I bet I know who told them that I was dangerous. Fucking Marguerite, fucking Magpie. Wish I hadn't gone over and talked to her today. It's nonsense.
Charity's going to be sort of walking over to you and puts a hand on you. Here you go, buddy.
You are cured of 6 hit points.
You're cured of 14.
Oh. How did 8 and 6?
That's helpful.
Burbage, what stands out? We have to figure this out before we have to get on the ship. Otherwise, Tellerwood's probably just gonna not let anyone on or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It showed up as Vimeris. I had no idea that it wasn't Vimeris until a little ways into the conversation. He was just really trying to convince me to get on board with not looking for the Oni anymore, and he seemed like he knew me, which is why I thought it was Vimeris. He at one point he said that I told him that I would go over to the horses with him, but that I'd have to be stealthy and sneaky because I'm kind of trying to avoid being seen by people tonight. And he did say something like, I'd expect nothing less from you, Burbage.
So he at least sort of knows you.
Yeah, but also, all right, guys, I'm not completely unself-aware, I know I'm a rogue, I'm supposed to be sneaky, but I also know that sometimes I'm really not quite good at being sneaky, so I thought maybe he was being sarcastic, like I think Vimeris would.
Charity is nodding at this in agreement.
Trying to poke fun at my my occasional clumsiness when I'm drinking, anyway. But I don't really remember anything else that stands out. He was very mean then.
What about the attack?
Yeah, when he was attacking me, it was kind of mean of him to do that.
Yeah, that is mean.
Were there any details? How did he attack you? You also hear Charity muttering under his breath, "Please not powerful magic. Please not powerful magic. Please not powerful magic."
I would like to defer to Andy's recollection of that attack. I am forgetting.
He had a glaive, so sort of a spear-like thing with a curved blade on the end, and he hit you 3 times with it.
Yeah, he had a glaive, which struck me as kind of odd, because I was like, Vimeris doesn't have a glaive. Where does glaive come from? That's when I started to be really suspicious. But yeah, then he stabbed me with the glaive 3 times, and it really hurt.
Have we seen anyone with a glaive?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Have we? Well, I mean, have we, Andy?
I like how in voice.
You've seen one of the elves, one of the elf bros, carries one, though doesn't seem to use it a lot. The veteran also has one, though doesn't seem to use it a lot. It's just on his horse. And you also saw Tellywood have one in the cart, though you've never really seen her use a weapon, and she carries around that small axe on her side.
Are the glaives that you just indicated, would they be identifiable from each other?
Probably, yeah.
Can I do a some kind of I know there's not a memory check per se, but
sort of. I mean, you could do an intelligence check, but I think you'd have to be looking at a glaive.
I can't just use my memory of the glaive. I remember it, and I'm having a PTSD, maybe a flashback to now that they're pressing me, and I'm like, oh, he had a glaive.
You could. It'll be harder if you do it this way, but yeah, totally fine.
I can just a second.
Go ahead and make it a.
Perhaps I can help you in some way. I'm going to cast guidance on him.
Didn't see that coming, did you, Andy?
Oh no!
Yeah, he totally did. It wasn't that surprising. I spammed that spell like crazy.
So an intelligence check?
And a D4 if you want it.
D4.
I tried.
Yeah, it's hard. It was made of sort of a dark wood. You're pretty sure it's not the elves, because the elves had a very sort of light glaive carved out of kind of a white wood, and it was the most sort of distinctive of the 3. And it possibly could be one of the other 2s.
So,
if a glaive does look similar.
Yeah. So when you listed, the elf had one, the veteran, is that is that knowledge that Burbage has at the surface of his mind right now?
Yeah. You've seen these weapons. No one's trying to hide these. These of the 3 that I named.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's weird because I'm having trouble drawing the line between what Adam, suspect now and what Burbage might suspect, because it is something that I've been thinking about over the course of the last week about how, and this might even be something that, like, when Burbage was just telling the group, like, you know, about how he said, like, oh, I expect nothing less from you, Burbage. Like, there's something kind of, there's a familiarity with his tone that did stick out for Burbage, and I think that's kind of what he's starting to get at. And so, yeah, I'm just flagging all this because I don't know if I should take...
Sup? Sup?
What? Are you asking me or
No,
Burbage?
it's just there's something in your mind that makes you shudder as you contemplate these thoughts.
Yeah, Burbage
With the
Burbage
giant
shudders.
Oni token? Thanks,
Terrible
Jesus.
Smile of the Oni.
Andy, as a metagame, and I will admit that this is also just evidence not necessarily already in, but for the sake of it, I've seen those glaives. Like, I assume
Yes,
that those
also,
are just
yeah.
out when, like, I was patrolling the caravan. None of them were magical?
None of those were, no.
Okay. I was going to say, and remembering the description of the Oni.
Is there a way that any of us could try to find other glaives? I'm happy to search people's wagons. They all like me. I dig Kundu.
Like might be a strong word if you start tossing their wagons.
Well, if they don't have anything to hide, why would they care?
Sorry, it was necessary to
Sorta
begin.
has a point.
It was necessary to begin
Spam
typing Kundu in the Discord. Kundu. Anyway, well, I think that you also might get pretty far on your natural optimism combined with your natural, very imposing figure.
Well, does anyone else have a better idea about how to locate an object like a glaive?
Vimeris transforms out of lion form,
Oh, God. Still not used to it. Hi, buddy.
and you see him in his
And now
robe
the-
and his mask,
It is.
and he quickly walks back to the cart wagon that we have, and he wants to go into meditation.
Okay.
I'm also, I'm gonna hop. I think the cart's actually over by us. You're walking like totally the wrong way, Vimeris.
That's
like-
not my fault. That's
Here.
not my fault. I can't control my legs.
That would okay. If you actually said that, that would be extremely concerning in these circumstances. As
I
everybody gets in, I'm going to message everyone in turn. Delayed by a few seconds between this message being passed, but given that the Oni is able to impersonate us, I think it would be wise for us to use our sigils as a passphrase whenever we come across each other.
You mean like say something into our sigil?
Use our sigils to speak to each other. Something simple. It could be something simple like family. But that way, if we greet each other and we don't use that, we can know to be suspicious.
Okay.
Also, if we try to sigil one of us and they don't respond, we should know that that's also suspicious.
Yeah, I wish I'd thought of that earlier.
Charity is the brains of the operation. It's okay.
Charity smiles very nervously. Haha, yay. What? Well, Vimeris is meditating.
Apparently. So I should go toss wagons because no one had a better idea.
I think that
How to
Vimeris
locate
cuts
objects?
Vimeris cuts in. I'm preparing a spell that will allow me to locate an object.
Oh, okay.
You can prepare that spell for the next morning.
Isn't magic a wonderful thing? Anyway, I think
Tossing
that the tossing
wagons is wonderful too.
I think that the tossing of wagons would be best carried out under the jurisdiction of Tellywood as well. So we can suggest that to her as an approach when we talk to her in the morning.
I mean, we'll have to toss her a wagon too, but she'll be fine with that, right?
Kinky.
Yeah, this is getting kind of hot and heavy.
I don't know if fine with it is a word that I would use to describe anyone's likely reaction to this, but if we have her on our side, we can probably enforce that demand for everyone else.
Okay.
I also think that we should speak to the halfling family again. It was primarily the stupid bastard of a father who was causing us problems. We should see if is Moto the girl that's left?
Yes.
We should see if Moto remembered anything else, or if Azus saw anything.
Oh, we should also try to finish talking to the Furbolg dude now that his wife is gone.
Where is the Furbolg?
You have not seen him. He has not come back yet to his campsite.
I suppose we should probably go look for him. Maybe Burbage, you stay here with Vimeris?
I thought you were going to say alone.
I mean,
Maybe.
right now, all I want to do is get some rest because, I got carved up like a goddamn turkey.
Do what? Do we carve words into turkeys?
Some people do.
Oh.
That seems horrifying.
I was going to say that's maybe the creepiest thing I've heard Burbage say.
I don't want to know what hot Thanksgiving is like with Burbage.
No, in fact, it's a tradition. It's a halfling tradition for the first turkey at the meal to have the words "There will be more" carved into it.
When you lived above the butcher in Federo, you would have him carve into your meat sometimes, like a fun little message, like "Hello" or "There will be more."
Yeah.
I know what you did. Any of those fun, light-hearted little japes. Actually, now I'm just incidentally picturing the entire Thieves' Cant speech that he did that was so amazingly weird, carved into a side of bacon.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and just drift over to the wagon and climb in and maybe cuddle up to Vimeris if he's amenable.
I mean, I'm just kind of staring at the wall really intently.
I'm just going to lie down and put my head just lean it against his leg or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aw.
Stormbringer Charity, feel free to then go where you'd like to go.
I'm not going where I'd like to go, Andy. I'm going where Charity's goddamn sense of duty is taking him.
If Burbage is right next to me, I'm gonna go ahead and give him some more HP if he needs it.
Oh, I do. Give me that HP, Vimeris. Give me that HP.
I'm picturing Charity hearing this as he's walking away, and he's just like, nope, nope, nope.
You get 5 more. Then.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I kind of stroke my fingers through his hair. It's all very idle. It's very idle.
Stormbringer and Charity, you've entered town. Not too far ahead of you at the moment, you now see a halfling guard who seems to be patrolling the streets. And he sort of walks up to you, tips his helmet at you. Good evening.
Good evening. By any chance, have you seen a furbolg?
What's a furbolg?
Very large, vaguely mossy. Talks real friendly.
Talks real friendly, yeah. I don't know if I've ever met one of those. A
Might
mossy-covered...
have been slightly frantic.
Frantic? No, not ringing any bells. Why should I have? Is he wandering the streets, causing a ruckus?
I assume my insight roll of 6 doesn't turn up much.
I mean, yeah, you don't get a good read one way or the other on this.
No, we were just hoping to find him. He was from our caravan.
Oh, well. Nope, sorry about that. Didn't see nothing.
Are you quite sure?
I mean, yeah, I've been up this street probably twice tonight. Nothing at all.
What about on a different street?
Well, I'm only one guard. I can't walk around the whole town.
Wait, so how many streets have you been on?
This one?
Twice?
It's like the main one. It's the one that everyone would go on if they were gonna do something untoward.
Oh, well, no, wouldn't they sneak around then?
You think a lot like a thief. Are you up to something tonight, Missy?
I'm looking for a furbolg.
I ain't seen no furbolg.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you for your help.
Yeah, well, it's raining too. Don't forget. So cover your head and maybe find a spot for the night. Don't be wandering around so much. It looks untoward. And he hops on his merry way.
Which way did he go, incidentally?
He then went this way, kind of north.
Okay. In this square, do I see anything now?
You don't. It's completely abandoned at this point. You don't see any movement, any shops open, nothing. No lights.
Anything in the alleyway where we'd seen?
No, nothing right now, no. You can give me a perception check if you're looking in like corners and stuff, but if you're just kind of scanning for a furbolg. Yep, don't see anything moving.
Okay.
There's probably a rat up ahead.
I also have to say, this is a halfling town. A furbolg is probably taller than the buildings.
Some of them, sure, yes.
And I am too, so I can see over the buildings.
Indeed.
I'm not sure I like
the
the
Stormbringer. It's almost completely pitch black here, and you can't see. You can barely see Charity.
Maybe he was just on the way back and we missed him.
I'm afraid that seems unlikely, but I think we should head back.
I mean, the simplest explanation is usually the correct one, right?
Charity, at this, you see a figure just kind of standing right next to the building over here, just sort of very, very, very still, but standing straight. Through your dark vision and through the rain, you kind of make out it looks like a very tall figure, and they seem to be just looking straight up into the air.
I'm going to move forward.
ASMR.
Does appear to be a furbolg.
Oh. Darn.
And in fact, it looks like it's your furbolg friend that, well, seemed to have lost his wife.
Are you okay?
He just is staring straight up in the sky.
I'm going to look in the direction that he's looking.
Blackness and stars. A bit of moonlight just behind a cloud.
What are you looking at?
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Well, you know, trying to see if I can see her soul heading up to the stars. That way I'd know for sure. You see it at all? Looking up there?
I'm actually going to activate Detect Magic.
Okay, yeah.
Anything magical on him?
No. Nothing at all.
I'm afraid that I do not. Where were you?
I've been wandering these streets looking for her, and I don't see her. So she's got to be up there now, right? Hey, big one. You're pretty tall. You could probably get a good look, too. What do you see? You see her soul up there?
I guess I'll look at the sky and see if I see her soul. Is that like a perception check?
Sure, yeah. Perception
for soul.
Perceive the soul.
Yes!
Yes! Nice.
For the briefest of moments, the rain seems to stop around you, Stormbringer. The clouds above you seem to part slightly, and there's a calm in the air as you're looking so intently as this one tiny speck of light seems to glitter and gleam and then shoot across the sky. You have no idea if that's a soul or not. But you saw something.
Oh, well, tell him what I saw.
I had rolled an insight
He
check.
smiles.
Did he actually seem like he was lost and wandering like this?
Exactly, right, yeah. And he smiles widely, looks down, then from the sky. Well, you have quite the eyes there. Well, time for bed, I assume.
I think that would be best.
His demeanor, his entire demeanor has changed then at this point. He feels much more grounded, much more comforted. There's even... He seems to be walking even a bit sturdier, standing up a little straighter. And he's heading back then north as well.
I'll follow.
All right.
Do I see that halfling guard?
Nope, you don't.
He had been walking this way, correct?
Yes.
I want to check to see if there's any sign of, like, tracks of him moving along.
You do actually find some tracks very quickly that seem to go off into this little alley here.
Do I see him?
Not too far into the alley, sitting in a chair behind a couple barrels, you see some feet poking out, and he seems to be under a small awning, and you hear a light, like, snoring occurring at the moment.
I'm just going to move on.
All right, you make it back.
As I get
Climb
there,
in the wagon.
I'm going to message Vimeris family.
Right. Do I message back family?
Yeah, that was basically what I discussed.
Okay,
is like
yeah.
giving a connection back to ensure that we know.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll point at Burbage. I assume he hasn't moved.
Not even a little.
Safe then. Your hand is in his hair, by the way.
And I kind of look down at my hand and I pull it out. Like, oh my god. Actually, we still have a hole in our cart, right?
Yeah, you've been able to just very briefly put some blankets over and patch it up a tiny
Actually,
Yeah.
all of the pieces and stuff should have like splintered into the cart, right? So
bit. Yes.
I want to spend
yeah.
like an hour or two just mending it.
No problem then. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
able to mend it completely back to the way it was.
All right. And then I want to, spend the rest of the night preparing spells and meditating and getting wild shape back.
Love it.
I'll say to Stormbringer, I'll take the first watch.
All right. I guess I can take the second or something if you want to wake me up.
That would be best. So yeah,
Yeah, give me a perception check on the first watch then.
gonna cast guidance on myself first because why not? Ba-da-da. Thanks, Guidance D4. You're a constant source of disappointment.
You don't see much going on. You do see the one of the orcs has gotten up and is kind of wandering around. It's the older one, the grizzled sort of veteran, and he's armed and armored, and he just kind of seems to be patrolling a bit.
The arms and armaments are those that I've seen before.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
And eventually he goes then back. He just seems like he was making the rounds, just checking on stuff.
Okay, so also generally, what is the configuration of like where the carts are, where people are, etc.? Also,
Right,
the
so-
second Vimeris is just creeping me out up here.
So the most of the camels and horses and some of the completely empty carts are in this area.
Oh, I see the second
other than that-
Vimeris.
Other than that, people are staying kind of up in here in their wagons and carts. And then there are a few groups that have gone into town to sleep. The elves and Roburn, as well as the kind of shifty dwarf. That's it, yeah.
Okay. So elves, Roburn, shifty dwarf. Is the halfling family out here?
Yes.
Okay. And Azus looks like he's
Standing right outside their wagon, yeah.
Excellent.
guarding.
Yeah, so I'll probably just let my I wanted to check on that because I hadn't been entirely sure this entire time we were here. Guess I will let it roll through, and then I'll wake up Stormbringer for her watch.
All right, give me a watch, Stormbringer. Perception, please. All right. It's kind of hard to see in the darkness and the rain. The very few fires that are lit in the area don't seem to be casting a lot of light. That's pretty much it then. You don't see really any movement on your watch. It's kind of boring.
Who was I supposed to wake up next?
I don't think you had one.
It
Necessarily.
wasn't entirely specified, but like I'm pretty sure that Vimeris would just be up at this point.
Yeah, I'm probably done.
All right. So I'll just let Vimeris do his thing, and I'll go back to sleep.
All right, and then the rest of the night, Vimeris, give me a perception check.
Okie dokie. Oh wait, it's night, right?
Yes.
That means I have advantage, right? No?
No, I think you just
No, it
don't
doesn't.
have disadvantage.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
it's just normal. Cool.
You also have really, really good dark vision.
I do.
Cool. So yeah, and now you don't see anything. The orcs are one of the first ones up. You also then see the furbolg start to get up, to make some breakfast. They seem to very quickly be consoling then the other one, who kind of points to the sky and sort of waves his finger across the sky a bit. And there are a few tears, but there's generally a lot of comfort there. And then the rest of the town slowly starts to wake up. You hear the familiar music of the festival, the familiar smells, the rain begins to cease. And once again, you find yourself in a very happy town.
I'm recovering my HP.
Before we leave the cart, I want to ask Burbage to describe in detail the glaive.
I describe the glaive in detail.
Excellent. As best as you can.
Have I seen it?
Give me an intelligence check real quick to see how much detail you can recall.
Okay.
I would probably tap him for guidance if this is a conversation that's being had.
Sure. Yeah.
Right, so
Plus a
pretty well.
D4?
Yeah, you seem to recall that it's...
Yes!
Oh,
Redeem
even better,
yourself!
even better. You now remember quite intricate details of this thing. That its blade was sort of wavy. It was a very dark wood. There were thin leather straps that were kind of falling almost off of it. So yeah, you're now recalling after a night of rest and relaxation a bit more about this particular glaive.
Have I seen that glaive before?
Say that again? You cut out a little.
Have I seen that glaive before?
No, you don't think you have.
And
None of the others really recall exactly that.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't
I mean,
necessarily recall seeing it either.
But that might make sense that it might hide it in a cart or elsewhere.
Do I have enough to work with this now?
Enough to a certain extent. So when you describe that particular thing, you're basically going to find kind of the closest one to it, the closest one that's pretty similar, because you've not actually seen it yourself.
Okay. I'll go ahead and cast it.
All right. So right here would be Tullywoods pops up for you.
And that's the closest match.
Well,
Yes.
it's the closest glaive
It's the-
that's physically closest to
It's-
us.
That's somewhat similar to the description.
Okay. Okay.
All right. All right. What would you like to do today?
Can
You
I?
have one more, theoretically, and then the barge would leave tomorrow morning.
We're
One
supposed
more-
to talk to Tellywood as well today.
We have one more night. Is that what you said, Andy?
Yes, if that's how you want to proceed.
Yeah. Can I just? I want to ask, like, Vimeris and Charity if they have any kind of creams or ointments that I can apply, so I don't. I'm sorry, kids are screaming. I don't know if you can hear them.
Look,
It's
like,
thematic for the owner.
So,
it's a halfling town.
yeah, there you go.
Different thematic.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Like,
scar.
you want Neosporin is what you're saying.
Yeah, scar ointment.
Yes, essentially yes.
Herbalism
Some
kit?
cocoa butter.
Vimeris sadly shakes his head no.
Could I use, like, my herbalism kit to try to make such a thing?
Yeah, as best as you can. Sure. Yeah. It's kind of a smelly, minty cream that you make
Okay.
from your herbalism kit.
I hand that to you.
I rub it all over my belly.
It stings pretty bad.
Ah,
But
Charity.
Sorry.
but then maybe that means it's working.
Yeah, all right. Thank you.
Way to sound appreciative.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know if Burbage is gonna like go into town with you guys today. Presuming you're going into town.
Well, first we'd be
He's
going to
still-
Tellywood, who's up here with us somewhere.
Right, yeah. Yeah, she's kind of up in the big tent here.
I guess I'll go with you guys to her
Yeah.
if that's the plan, and maybe we can ask her who's been spreading bad rumors about Burbage.
I'm not sure that's going to be our first priority in our conversation with her.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I'd head that way probably.
I'm with them.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, so you walk up to the tent. Tillywood's also getting ready, and she sort of pops out. Her hair is kind of a mess, and she sort of greets you and says, "Well, I was just into town, going to find someone to bury Beotzi today."
I'm very good at digging holes.
That's true, but I don't know if I want to just dig randomly. I don't know if they have a particular graveyard, or if,
Oh,
what exactly this town does with the dead.
fair point.
I was also thinking you had asked us how we might find and decide who would come with us.
Yes.
It's... Burbage was able to recall some more details regarding the attack.
Yes.
And we think we have a distinct... Did I feel like that depiction... Sorry, was Burbage's description of the weapon enough that if I saw that, I would be like, yeah, it's probably the same glaive.
Yeah, if you saw it, you think
Yeah.
you could, match
That a fairly detailed description of a weapon that was used. So, given the danger that we face, perhaps you can arrange for the carts to be searched?
I'm very good at searching.
What
or,
good
well,
would this do
ransacking.
to search carts? What exactly is it we're looking for?
The weapon that the Oni seems to be using.
I don't know if I could invade their privacy like this. This specific caravan is a bit more clandestine than the others. Specifically because we don't ask questions like this. Certainly
People
not
have
everyone
been
will agree
dying.
to allow such a search.
I'm afraid that I can think of relatively few other methods in order to find whoever has done this. And I do not even know if that method will work, in all truth.
Well, certainly. I will let them know that if they wish to continue on the voyage, they would submit to you and your questions, and however far that gets you. I'm afraid that's about as much as I can do.
I feel that that's the best that we can do. As much as I fear the Oni may be clever and may be willing to accept those conditions, if it's fearful enough, at least that might stop it.
Indeed.
Tellywood, do you have any bad blood with anyone on this caravan? Anyone who would want to ruin your caravan and kill your customers?
Well, not in the caravan, I suppose. I have several enemies in Videro.
Are any of them... Are you sure all of them are not Onis?
I suppose it would answer a lot of questions about them, but no, I've never come across such a thing.
Do you think any of them have the means to hire an Oni?
Well, we are all business people. In fact, they seem to be the only ones that would have the means to hire such a thing.
Because this
If
just
such a
seems
thing
really
can
targeted.
be hired. This is true.
Well, the questioning should at least provide us. You can also assure them that we have no interest in the, shall we say, legality of the nature of any of their cargo or activities, except in as much as it is a threat to any of us.
Certainly. Our eyes just sort of kind of glaze over a tiny bit. She's certainly in deep thought on other matters as well. And
can I see her glaive?
You don't see it currently, though a lot of stuff seems to be kind of packed away in this tent.
Okay.
And she's leaving the tent.
I can still kind of detect exactly where the glaive is, though, right?
Yes. It's certainly in the tent, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, if you excuse me, I do have several matters I need to attend to.
Of course.
And then she sort of walks briskly to the town.
All right, and I want to walk briskly into her tent.
Okay. Yeah. This is a very large tent, and so there are several sort of partitions for different people. Hers was on the right as soon as you get inside.
And I can detect the glaive in that
Yes.
room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I want to go in there.
Also, you are immediately confronted by the body of Beortzi, which is generally uncovered from the waist up. Wounds have been sort of healed, or not healed, but I'm sorry. Wounds have been kind of mended back together, like through stitching, and there are already several sort of candles positioned on him. Some sort of ritual has kind of occurred here.
Okay, I don't really care about any of that, so do I see the glaive?
In the corner, you do see underneath some of her chests several weapons, but the glaive certainly sticks out to you because you can kind of highlight it.
Yeah, and does it match the description?
No, not really. It is certainly darker wood, but it's much older. It doesn't kind of have a wavy blade to it.
I kind of sigh with a huff and I leave.
I'm also going to generally have Detect Magic up. Just as a note to you, Andy.
Right.
Given that, also, do I see any lingering magic from whatever ritual was performed?
A bit, yeah. There's something kind of dark that was sort of done, a little ceremony, a ritual of some sort that was done here. You're not exactly sure to what end or to what effect. Beortzi is still quite dead. But yeah.
That's not super comforting. I'm assuming
notice?
I'm getting like necromantic magic.
Yes.
Yay!
Charity?
Yes?
Well, what are you noticing?
Some kind of ritual was performed, presumably on Beortzi's body. It feels like it came from the necromantic school of magic.
Oh, shit. No,
Nothing wrong with necromancy. Don't be judgy about people's death rituals.
I'm not being judgy, I'm just...
Are you ritual shaming right
skittish.
now? Come on.
I'm just skittish.
Maybe she was trying to bring him back. I don't think it worked, but...
Can you interview the dead?
I do not possess this ability.
Only if they're...
That was kind of a meta question.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
metagaming, I think there's
Yes.
a spell for it, but I don't think any of us are that level.
And
Okay.
she actually could be.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially also with the background she'd revealed to us. Yes, meta-wise, there is a speak with dead spell that would be very freaking handy right now. I'm not angry.
That's cool. That's cool, and I wish I could do that, but I can't, so this room is useless.
So maybe if we want to do a targeted search of the wagons, Burbage and I could distract/wrestle people, and we could search the wagons that we sense magic in.
Indeed.
Why the wrestling?
Oh, in case they don't like being distracted.
I think that perhaps maybe we go with the statement that we need to talk with people, otherwise it seems unsafe to allow them onto the boat.
Oh, so while we're talking to them, Burbage can search the wagons. Right.
Question, Andy, where am I right now?
You're in the wagon still?
Oh, I thought that I was just like, I was with them.
I'm sorry, your character was still in the wagon.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was about to get to, and where the hell is Burbage?
Because I thought I went with them to Tellywood.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, then disregard.
So I don't... Do I have
disregard
to?
the thing that happened. Or you could just be in the wagon waiting for them.
Well, this is awful. Can I disregard the second message or the second thing that you sent me?
No, it's either both or.
That's not fair
No.
because
Oh, no.
my hesitation was due to the fact that my location was unclear to me.
I see. What would you have done?
I would have fucking. I don't know.
Oh, hesitation, huh?
Oh,
would
feels
have-
super good about all this stuff that I can't see.
I would have furrowed my brows and done a very quick sigil check. I would have sigiled him family.
Charity. You hear Burbage go family?
Oh wow!
From
Wow!
from over
I'm in the wagon.
Yeah, he's like in the wagon though. He's not next to you.
immediately my response is going to be, I am not with you.
I jump out of the wagon and
just go, now.
I jump out of the wagon and I tackle Charity.
The real
Doug,
Charity?
Yeah, that took about 12 seconds. Give a quick perception check to see if you can still see Charity.
Oh. Awful.
If you have inspiration, you could technically use it.
You do have inspiration.
I'm using my inspiration.
Yeah, you think you see her just sort of dip around the corner into town, or him? I'm sorry. Him.
Do I see anything as I'm sort of moving back? Because
you see Burbage like leap out of the cart.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to chase after.
I'm going to be running, like
I'm
in the
gonna start running
direction
after Charity.
that Burbage is moving.
No problem. So all of you kind of run and make it to the gates here, and you are immediately greeted with about 10 different halflings who have small little necklaces made out of seashells and small tiny gourds, and they rush up to you and they try to kind of put them all on you as you're coming into town.
Do I see anyone glowing magically with my detect magic?
You do not see anyone glowing magic, no.
Do I see anyone moving away from us?
I mean, Tellywood is down into town. You kind of see her bobbing around. There's some halflings that are also walking away from you, but you're greeted by about 10 of them.
Really quick, can I interject? And can I have put Fred the Second, my alarm plant, with like all of our stuff in the company chest?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. I did that last night though. Okay.
Cool, no problem. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
And Fred knows all of you then. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Fred the Second.
Fred the second. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to be respectful.
You fucking killed the first one.
Was it me? I don't think I did.
Yeah.
Anywho, the halflings rush up to you, put these necklaces sort of on you. You're trying to wade through them, kind of, but it's taking a bit. You accidentally step on one of their toes, and a little boy is like, "Ah, why'd you do that?" And he
Because you're crowding me.
Starts to cry.
Messaging into Burbage's head. What happened?
Well, I saw you, but not you, presumably the Oni, as you, walk by and blow a kiss to me in the wagon. Which I know you would never do, would you? Charity?
Unlikely.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right. So I immediately did the sigil check, and you responded, not the faux Charity, and I jumped out and tried chasing after him, or her, and yeah, here we are.
What is the timeline for that, Andy? Did that happen while Tellywood was still with us?
Not quite. You were searching her place, and coming out again. Then when that happened.
Okay.
So this might require a check of some kind.
Okay.
But from where I know Tellywood was and like when she left to then when Burbage messaged me and we've come running over here and now I see Tellywood sort of moving through the crowd.
Yeah.
Does that timing make sense to me that she actually went straight through into town as she sort of should have from us? Or does it feel like the timing is kind of off? Like she might have dropped by, polymorphed herself, stuff that would have eaten up time.
Yeah, I don't think you need to make a check. It feels about similar if she also was sort of caught up by these young people.
Okay. It doesn't seem drastically wrong, at least.
No.
I'm just gonna sort of hiss.
He's just playing with you now. Who's the fucking Oni? I love it. What would you like to do, folks?
I would like to catch the Oni. I catch the Oni. I
Roll.
do that.
Give me a D20 roll.
I will do that.
If you roll below a 20, he kills you. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
You did not catch him. And that's also not how this game works.
Damn.
What would you like to do? Go into town? Stay outside of town?
I vote, hey people,
Talk
I
to
vote
people.
for ransacking everyone's wagons while we distract people. That's my vote.
I'm not really big on that phrase, ransacking.
Okay, just the wagons that have magic in them.
I think that those are likely to be the ones that we get the most opposition from.
Well, no, but if you have a chat with the people who own the wagons, and I can stand there and look all scary and threaten to torture them, then Burbage can search the wagons.
That's distracting, but also escalating.
It's not. It's okay. The Oni won't actually think I'll torture it. The Oni knows that it's bigger than me, probably. I think Onis are bigger than me. I don't know.
It would have been described to you that, yes, they can grow bigger than you.
Okay.
I think we should start with Modo and her mother.
I don't want to threaten them.
Not with threats!
Oh. Okay.
Right, well, let's do
But
it.
still ransacking their wagon?
No
But you said
ransacking.
start with them.
I could
Where's
offer to
my
fix anything they
plan?
have broken.
No ransacking. Calm questioning.
Oh,
I'm just gonna
Okay.
start walking towards whichever one is their wagon.
I'm following
Certainly,
you,
yep.
mumbling under my breath about how some people just don't let me have any fun.
I'm
just
quietly
really weird.
following.
I'm following and trying to, like, stay obfuscated by the 3 others in the group.
Which is pretty
You're
easy
so
as a
small.
halfling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
super tiny.
Fancy.
Yeah, feel free to approach the cart up here.
I can't see any carts, so this has always been a
Yeah,
guessing
yeah.
game.
Yep, always good, yeah.
I'm like, as you've seen when I'm trying to position Charity in our cart, quote unquote. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
am I in?
And yeah, so the so you also see Moto sort of playing and climbing on the shield guardian at the moment, who's just very sort of resolutely stationary and watching everything. And you then approach that, and Moto sort of hops down and rushes over to you. Hello, where did you get those necklaces? They're pretty. I like them. I want one.
I'll hand her whichever necklaces have managed to be placed on me.
You have 3 on you. Just one around your neck, and then like one on each, two on your one horn.
Yeah, I'll
Nice.
just give her all of them.
Oh my god, thank you!
You're welcome.
And then she rushes in the wagon. Mom, look what they gave me! And he's just kind of rustling around, and then the mother sort of comes out. Oh yes, hello again.
Hello, ma'am. I wanted to ask you all some questions regarding the business with the Oni.
Yes.
It wasn't
Right.
possible to before because your husband kept trying to incite a lynch mob to kill me.
Right. I'm so sorry again about that.
It's okay. Did you all see anything when on the night that Hilda disappeared?
No, I'm afraid I was asleep. My husband was working on something, but he was very busy at his desk. And
What about
Moto and Hilda have been sneaking out at that point about every night, looking into people's cards. Though I told them they shouldn't. I wish I
Did
was
they-
a little more hard on them.
Did they always go together?
Yes. Oh no, they were never separated.
And what about Jesus? Can he communicate if he saw anything?
Say that again. You broke up a bit.
Sorry. What about Jesus? Can he communicate what he might have seen?
No. Azus has just been able to gesture a bit more lately, but that's about it.
I believe that he understood me, though.
I do think he understands far more than perhaps he lets on.
So I'm gonna look up at Jesus. I'm actually going to bow again because I have not dropped that habit of being afraid of the thing that could squash me like a bug.
Indeed.
Though he seemed much more positive
Certainly.
about me recently. Jesus, if it's a
He
yes,
looks down.
if it's a yes, you can nod, and if it's a no, you can shake your head. Can you do this?
He nods.
Did you see anything on the night Hilda disappeared?
He shakes his head.
Have you seen anything suspicious while we were traveling with the caravan?
He pauses and then nods.
Do you think it could be related to Hilda's disappearance?
He simply pauses and does nothing then.
Start listing all the people in the caravan charity and tell him to nod when it involves that person.
I'm actually going to do that.
All right.
Do not actually make me say all the names out.
No, that's fine. Yeah, he nods when you get to the creepy Azamar.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Honestly, honestly, I'm starting to like Shield Guardian, bro. I feel like he and I share perspective on a lot of things. I'm like, but nothing else?
He shakes his head.
Well, thank you, Jesus. Guard your family well.
He nods.
I'm gonna ask, could I speak to Modo?
Well, of course, she's been a lot more talkative lately. Yes, please, go ahead. Try not to take her far or anything.
Oh, I'd rather leave her right by the Shield Guardian.
Yes, I'd like her to be in my realm of voice, please.
Of course. We needn't take her anywhere. But if Modo sort of comes over...
She does. She's playing with her necklace now, sucking on one of the gourds.
Okay, I'm not sure I'd entirely trust a free street giveaway, but, Modo, you said that you saw the smile, like the poem.
Yeah, I did. I saw... You mean the Oni smile?
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you see?
I was walking with Hilda and I got just a little bit ahead of her. And then I heard Hilda just take like kind of a deep breath. And I turned back and she was being lifted very slowly into the air. And then sort of next to her face I saw this smile. Just a smile, that's it. Just teeth and a curved lip. And then the smile was gone, and then Hilda was very she was just traveling very, very fast, and she went up, and I couldn't see her anymore. You're pretty sure, Stormbringer, that that this little girl is precisely correct.
Okay.
That this is not actually an Oni you're looking for. That's a mistake. It's just a smile.
Oh god. Okay.
Out of nothingness.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the brain.
People. As does
Jesus,
Burbage.
he can re-roll that one. He can re-roll that one. He's a
rolling
halfling.
that.
Jesus H.
Can re-roll.
Christ, people. Huh.
Oh no! Find out.
Huh.
Burbage, you kind of get the sense that she's just a kid telling a weird story now. That's sort of how you read it.
Modo,
Yeah.
the day before Hilda disappeared, well, no, not even the day before, you've been sneaking in and out of the wagons of the caravan. You're very good at it.
Uh-huh.
Tell me, did anyone notice you all, especially near when Hilda disappeared?
I mean, we went and talked to Hikari the night before, and she was very nice. And I don't think anyone saw us. Maybe that grumpy dwarf saw us looking in his cart. We ran really quickly, though, when we saw what was in it.
What did you see?
She, leans in really closely and is kind of looking around to make sure no one's listening. He's got people in his cart.
What? Are they alive?
I don't know. Hilda poked one and it didn't move.
That's concerning. Tell me,
I love the speculation that's going on then quickly in Discord about everything.
And I love how I'm just continuing the interview as I look at it and not responding to any of it. Give me that much credit at least. I'm not like ticking over
Not
on
like, oh,
anything
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
seeing. Did you recognize any of the people?
No, I don't think I've ever seen those people. I didn't really see their faces. I kind of just saw their feet.
Oh, and tell me, and I'm gonna describe the glaive to her.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen something that looks like that in any of the carts?
No, I don't think so. No, nothing, no weapons like that, really. We didn't really see a lot of weapons, though.
No, I understand. Thank you, Moto. I would stay close to your mother and Jesus right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mom says I'm not allowed to go outside of her yelling at me or Azu seeing me.
Yeah, please make sure of that.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Thanks for the necklace.
of course. So I'm gonna walk
So-
away a little bit.
Before today, really, I guess last night, Vimeris hasn't really cared too much about the Oni. But now that he cares, he's trying to recall if his mother maybe taught him how to track an Oni.
She had told you stories of Oni, but
nothing too in depth.
right, nothing that she ever saw personally as like a threat.
What about anything in her notes in her books that I may have read over the years?
Other than Oni are types of kind of magical demon giants.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, nothing really necessarily about
There's no like
how to
technique.
deal with them.
Hmm.
Most of the people that see one end up dead.
Well, okay, then Vimeris is just going to continue being very, very quiet.
So you guys, I think that little girl doesn't totally know what she's talking about, and I'm pretty sure, listening to her story again, that it's not an Oni. We're just hunting for a smile.
I'm pretty sure we're hunting for an Oni.
No, you don't understand, Charity. I'm pretty sure that it's a smile.
So, based off of also my nat 20 that I had, do I have any sense of what other specific powers they might have?
They certainly can cast spells. And spells meant on deception would be very attractive to an Oni.
Yeah, so I'm going to say, or perhaps it had any one of a number of spells that could conceal its presence, or turn it invisible. Also, I'm pretty sure it can fly, because that's the only explanation for Beortzi crashing through our roof, and the fact that the tracks just ended.
Does what Charity is saying seem plausible to me, or do I think that he's just off his...
If it helps,
rocker and then just
Vimeris
smile.
is nodding.
Yeah. I mean, it makes kind of sense, but at least one of the forms of the Oni is just a giant smile.
I mean, maybe, but I'm gonna watch for a giant smile just to make sure that, you guys are safe.
If you see just a giant smile, it's probably a good idea to be alert to that. Yes, I think that's okay. I don't think that's the only shape of it, though, just as a note.
Okay, maybe.
So if Azus didn't see anything, and it took them while they were out, and she doesn't remember seeing... Also, bodies? That seems concerning.
Yeah, I think we should ransack the wagons now. particularly that wagon,
trying
and
so
also
We
the
are
other wagons.
rapidly running out of options here.
I have good plans. The pit was a good plan. Torture and ransacking wagons is a good plan.
Vimeris actually catches himself nodding to this, but then he stops.
Do you mind?
Meepus at this point is walking by you with his hand up to his face, trying to like hide his face from you, and he's just like muttering something. And Stormbringer, you're the only one that really hears what he's muttering, and he's just muttering, "Please don't see me! Please don't see me! Please don't see me!"
Meepus! How you doing, man?
Hey, everyone!
You were kind of rude last night. Burbage wanted your candy apple, and you wouldn't share even though he was hurt. That was mean.
What are you even talking about? I gotta go.
What?
Wait.
What do you mean? What are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him. I'm and I'm not grappling him yet, but I'm not letting him move.
Hey, what's the problem here? Hands off.
Very.
Okay.
What do you mean? What are we talking about? Do you not remember the candy apple incident?
It's very obvious what was going on here. Now tell us. Do you or do you not have a candy apple that you're willing to give to me right now?
I don't think that's the critical issue.
Wait, that's not what we're doing? Oh,
No!
Oh, all right, sorry, Charity, you go ahead.
What? Where were you last night?
I was many places. I talked to you guys for a while. I was with Tellywood. We got someone delivered some candy apples. And yeah, I didn't give it to you, but that's not really an incident. That's just me eating my own damn candy apple.
Who delivered them?
I don't know. There was some girl that like came in and she talked to Tellywood for a little bit. It was a halfling. I don't know.
Jesus, it's just raining insight rolls on this poor bastard.
I didn't mean to have...
17 works for. We can just take that roll. It's just, I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
You guys can describe to Andy what you're looking for, and Andy can describe.
I was looking to see if he seems like he actually remembers the candy apple incident.
Well, apparently he does. He just didn't view it as an incident.
Maybe.
Yeah.
How truthful is he being?
It seems pretty truthful. Yeah. Vimeris thinks so.
What did this halfling girl look like?
What does what?
What did this halfling girl look like?
I don't know. She had like an apron on, curly, kind of reddish hair, a little chubby, but chubby in the right kind of parts.
What are the? Does he sound
means like chubby all around?
Does he sound like he's describing Marguerite to me?
Yeah, briefly. Yeah, that would make sense.
Okay.
I knew it.
Look, can I go? Can you just let me go?
I'm not holding
I mean, I guess, is it okay, Charity? He doesn't seem to be willing to give up a candy apple, and I guess he remembers the incident.
Yes, that should be fine.
Yeah, because I'm doing important stuff here, okay? So
what are you doing?
That's none of your business, all right?
Does it involve candy?
No, I'm doing my job to keep everyone safe here. Okay?
That's our job.
Look, I'm the barge gets in like later today, and I'm gonna check it over.
We could help. Do you want help?
Not really, no.
What time are you doing this at?
I just insight checked that.
Yeah, he is telling the truth, and he certainly does not want help. But you feel pretty good that he
is actually checking the barge.
Mission.
And
yeah.
Who told you to check over the barge, Meepus?
Oh, I volunteered.
Really?
I can't really get on another boat right now without checking it over, and I think you know what I mean, Burbage.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
can I
get
go?
really up. I'm gonna get up close to Meepus's face and just put my close super close to his. And I'm gonna squint at him, and I'm gonna say, "Wait, no. What do you mean?"
I mean another Another woman in the boat.
Oh, yeah. No, I remember now. Yeah. That makes sense.
How could you forget?
No, just so many adventures, so many storylines to remember, you know?
Yeah.
All right, well, you do that, and are you sure you don't have any food on you that I could have?
Candy apples.
No food that you can have, no.
All right.
I'll let him go.
After another long stare, I'll nod to Stormbringer to let him go.
Okay, I'll let go.
Okay. He brushes himself off and walks away in a huff.
He's such a nice guy usually. I don't know what's with him lately.
He's a piece of garbage.
I think he's a dwarf person or what?
Definitely how we found him.
Just go.
Oh gosh, Meepus. All right. Well, I think we should check
Torture
wagons like
Ransack?
Stormbringers.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we dial this back. Maybe we don't encourage Stormbringer to do very bad things.
Hey, everyone agrees it's a good plan now, Charity. Everyone except
Stormbringer.
you. Yeah.
I disapprove of torture. All right.
Okay, I'll just tie them up and do things.
Don't. It's very hard not to take that very inappropriate places.
Charity.
You see Charity just like sort of pause.
Wait, why are we pausing? She's just gonna tie them up.
And do things.
Yeah. Non-torture-y things.
Well,
Sexual.
As a voice on the wind. Maybe we could try the thing where we talk to people instead of tying them up, threatening them, torturing them. Really, any of the things that you're suggesting.
Talking to people doesn't seem to be working.
talk to them while Burbage searches their wagons.
That was sort of where I was going, yeah.
Yeah, this sounds good. Let's just do it.
Okay. And
Where
maybe
should
a
we
little
start?
threatening?
Let's hold
Yeah,
off
maybe
on the
if-
hold off on the threatening. Hold off on the
Light
threatening.
threatening.
Hold
I'll
off.
use my good judgment. See if the situation calls
And-
for threatening.
and
Use-
get a
Use our
release
judgment,
from me.
Stonebringer.
We'll see. Maybe.
All right, where are we starting?
Dwarf.
Dwarf.
Dwarf?
Okay.
So his cart is all the way over on the other side. Neither him nor his guard has left the cart this entire time.
I thought you said he was one of the ones that went into town.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, he was one of the ones that went to town.
I was like,
he
the
is
shit, man.
currently there. No. He is currently there. My bad.
So, I guess I would have Burbage split off from us. As, like, before we're walking over there.
Oh yeah, what do you want me to do?
I love it when real life stuff occurring manages to play perfectly also into just the character's attitude generally.
Wait.
All right, so I'm like I think Burbage is approaching the wagon like
Separately. Like, basically,
Separately,
you're going to
like-
be trying to come up from another direction from where we're walking up to it.
yeah. So I'm coming up on its like 9 or 3. Right? Is that
Yep.
that's correct? Right?
Sure.
So I'm going to walk up to the dwarf and go, hello.
Yeah. You scared me. So go ahead and position to like how you guys are kind of coming up.
I still don't know where the
I mean,
cart
I don't know
is.
where the
Okay.
wagon is.
Yeah, it's over here-ish.
Okay, so I'm lurking and trying to look imposing
Okay.
behind Charity.
So
because
Burbage
I
could
think
probably
threatening
have
is a good
gone
idea.
around behind the big tent.
I
This
climbed.
mass-
I climbed over the tent. I climbed up and walked along the roof of it.
Ooh, fancy. So he seems to actually just be getting. He's got kind of a sack that he's counting some gold in, and he's just about to head into town. And he turns around to gonna go, and he catches the three of you, and says, "Oh, yeah, hey, what's that you want from me?"
Vimeris casts Shillelagh and says very menacingly, "We would have words with thee."
Words!
Okay, that's right. What kind of words do you want?
And then I defer to Stormbringer and Charity.
I'm
But
different.
I'm very, very menacing right now.
Yeah, give me an intimidation check to see how menacing.
Oh shit!
Fuck
Quite
yeah.
menacing.
Fuck yeah.
That's a 19 and he got an 18. I love it.
I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
we had some questions for you in order to protect the safety of the caravan as we're preparing to get on the boat.
What can I do for you?
Have you seen anything odd with regard to the Oni?
No. Nothing odd.
Have
Yeah, I mean, as far as you can tell, that's true.
Have you seen anything normal with regard to the Oni?
No, I've not seen your Oni around. I've been keeping my stuff and me and my friend here just under tight wraps so nothing gets us.
That's exactly what an Oni would say. An Oni wouldn't see themselves.
Okay.
What?
Where's the guard?
He's sitting on the cart.
Like right near the dwarf?
Kind of. The dwarf is on the ground and he's, just sitting up on the cart.
So they're both on the front of
Kind
the
of-
cart.
Right, yeah.
I take this opportunity to try to sneak a look into the other end of the wagon.
I love it. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
All right, but only because I want to, not because you told me.
This music
Okay.
is so damn cheerful.
Yeah, it is. You feel really, really sneaky.
I feel sneaky, or I
You
am
feel
sneaky.
you feel you feel incredibly sneaky.
Okay, good. It's a good start.
That's a fun conditional. Yes, about your friend. How long have you two worked together?
Well, I got him right before I left. He's just a guard I hired. He's nothing. I mean, he's nice and all, but I don't really know him.
And
You got questions for him? You can ask him. I'm gonna go into town.
I suppose. Have you? No, that's fine. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. See ya.
I'm gonna message Cantrip, the group, or I guess just Charity. Can we message Cantrip multiple people at the same time?
No, I think just one.
Not yet.
All right, now Cantrip.
Eventually, perhaps we'll get more gold and upgrade it or something.
I'll message Charity and just ask, like, "Hey, should I look in the wagon?"
Yes. I'm gonna sort of go to the guard now and say, "Hello there."
Yeah. Hello.
Hi, Boji.
What can I do for you?
Have you seen anything normal with regards to the Oni?
Oh, that question.
That's a weird question.
I think what my friend is trying to express is, have you seen anything that would give a sign of the Oni's activity?
No, no, I don't take too much to Oni or to beliefs like that. You guys still think there's some sort of demon running around snatching people at night?
Is this guy like scratching himself and looking away and
No, he's
looking
yeah,
nervous?
Well, there's the much better insight roll.
Charity, yeah, you think he's being maybe withholding a bit, like he's hiding something. Vimeris, you know he's hiding something.
All right.
Though it's not that he's lying to you, it's just he's more nervous than he should.
I want to clear my throat and reapply Shillelagh
Cool.
and just really look at him menacingly. Like just
Awesome. Yeah.
expecting him to do the right thing and give us what we want.
He stares back at you, slightly menacingly.
Are
I'm gonna. I
okay,
want to
this is
message
occurring.
while Vimeris is intimidating the guard.
Yeah.
I would like to message Charity and say, "All right, hey, I see 4 bodies piled on each other like firewood. What do you want me to do?"
I've also, like I said, I've had detect magic up.
Yes.
Do I see magic inside still?
Yes, there's still like those like 4 different little glowing
Can
things.
Can I investigate the bodies further, Andy?
Yeah, you can climb in there. Give me one more stealth check to sort of climb in underneath the covers and that sort of thing. Very good. Yeah,
God.
you are super stealthy.
God damn, I love a rogue that's good at stealth.
Right.
I don't think he's just imagining it either.
Yeah, it's not
this
just.
time. No. You climb in, and these bodies aren't moving. They're still. They're stiff, but they're not cold. Nor do they smell at all.
What are the points of magical light that I can see? Like, what school are they?
Necromantic.
Of course they are. God damn it.
Like is it the same as what we saw in Tellywood's tent?
Not. I mean, the same school of magic. Yeah.
The same school, but not the same thing. Okay.
Are the bodies' eyes open?
No, none of the eyes are open, and actually, now that you're looking closer, you recognize one of them.
Oh,
It
shit.
is a dwarven girl who was helping out some merchants in the craftsman area, just making a little extra money on the side, and then she went missing like 2 weeks ago. Or no, I'm sorry.
Wait.
It'd be like a month and 2 weeks ago now, almost.
In Federo?
In Federo, yeah.
So she's just like some dwarven chick that I kind of knew.
Yeah. Yeah, she came to the butcher's a lot.
Yeah. Okay, that's not good. I mean, it is just. I mean, it was not good before that, but now that I kind of feel like I know one of them, that's my empathy is kind of triggered more. You know. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
You have no...
So, like, there's like a tiny bit of a rustle, and the guard sort of starts to look back to the back of the cart, and then very quickly sort of looks back to you guys. I'm sorry, what are we talking about now?
Yes, we do believe that such a thing exists, and you would have good cause to believe that as well.
Why? What's
People
wrong?
have died.
Well, people have gone missing. That's maybe different.
No, people have died.
Oh, what do you mean?
You do not need to know what I mean, but people have died.
Okay, that's creepy. I mean, should I be worried about something like? I mean, what would an Oni like do? You know what I'm saying?
They'll skin you alive.
No. I mean, like, they can look like other things, then, right? Like, how do I know someone I know ain't an Oni?
It is rather difficult to tell.
Like, well, I mean, like, what are you looking for?
Have you seen anyone who's behaved significantly differently than they had for a while?
No, I mean, not differently, but yeah, I mean, I know guys been pretty weird since I knew him.
Well, I'll just leave that crit there for you.
I mean, he's purposefully trying to mislead you. He's acting dumb, and he knows something that he's not saying, and he's trying to lead you in a direction that, yeah.
Okay, so he has information that he is trying to not tell us and is, in fact, now trying to move away from it.
Yes.
Cool. Are there any torches up or anything?
That was a good crit. Are there torches up? No, not really.
Okay.
It's pretty much, broad day.
So I'm going to thaumaturgy.
Indeed.
And the ground is starting to rumble. And as I'm looking at him very clearly, like, I'm staring at him dead on, and sort of one by one feathers are materializing out of thin air and forming a horn where my horn is broken. I suggest you stop lying to me before I feel the need to allow Stormbringer to do what she's been wanting to do all day.
Yeah! And I'm gonna grin and crack my knuckles really, really menacingly. And it's not a nice grin.
I'm going to even bounce my staff off the ground to re-emphasize that I also am not messing around.
So, would you like to tell me what it is that you're hiding? Or will my friend here do horrible, inconceivable things to you that will seem as a joyous walk through a field of flowers once your soul is sent to Behelit?
Message cantrip, incoming.
Wait, hold on. Before the message cantrip, make a advantage intimidation check.
Who? Oh.
The charity.
The one who is
with the help of
Yeah.
with the help of Vimeris is what makes it advantage here.
Oh, really? Not Stormbringer? Because Stormbringer is way more
I mean,
menacing.
she's also terrifying, yeah, but you're magically also in there. So he starts kind of backing up almost onto the cart even further, and very quickly then he says, "It's Bara. Okay, it's Bara." And then Burbage, go ahead and make a message cantrip.
Guys, glaive. I see the glaive. This is the glaive. This is the glaive that stabbed me and carved into my belly. The glaive's in the wagon is what I'm trying to say.
Who are you messaging that to? Charity?
Charity, and then I immediately also cantrip it to Vimeris, and then I do the same thing to Stormbringer.
I'm going to message back, grab it, take it!
I take the glaive.
All right, at this, you're no longer being super stealthy. You just you hear this shing, and you actually sort of slice into the top of the cover of the wagon just a little bit, so it's cut. But you sort of pop out the other side, holding this giant glaive in your hand as the guard turns around and just sort of is wide-eyed and is like, well, what's going on back there? Wait.
I think we've found our Oni.
Well, look, don't say anything like I told you, okay?
You need.
Wait, that's the wrong accent. That's the wrong accent.
I was like,
Look, don't tell him I.
I was like,
don't tell him I said.
find your Boji center. Find your Boji center.
Right there. Okay.
Purdy.
Look, you can't tell him I told you nothing. All right, you just. All right.
And just to be clear, you are
Look,
not the Oni?
I mean, no, I ain't no Oni. Look, I'll even help you, whatever you need. All right, I've been just scared of him, but with you guys, I feel we could probably take him. All right.
That shouldn't have been with advantage.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he seems now emboldened in a way that he hasn't been in a long time.
Has anyone else come around this cart?
I mean, yeah, we got several people, coming around and going. And we had some people talk to us, but ain't no one stuck around long. Bara, he's really off-putting. He doesn't want people coming around a lot. Honestly, I don't even know what he's got back there.
I want to specifically insight that statement.
Yeah, me too, because I was just back there and I...
Are you with us now?
You wouldn't see that. Wait,
you popped out and kind of come around a little bit.
Okay.
Holding this giant glaive. Oh, he's lying, Charity. Super lying about that. He knows exactly what's in there.
Is he really?
Indeed, Burbage, he is.
You are totally lying, dude. I was just back there and I saw those 4 bodies you have in back there. That's creepy and weird. You shouldn't be transporting bodies.
Oh. Alright, look, this is going to get a little complicated, but I need you to listen just quickly before it comes back, alright? I heard a rumor about what he was doing, and so I signed up to be his guard, okay?
What was the
Why
rumor?
would you do that?
Well, that's none of your business now necessarily, is it?
Who were you answering just now? Me or Charity?
At this, the horn also is now going beyond the horn shape that it normally takes, out into that almost sword length that it took in the fight with the poisoner.
Sure.
I can make an amazing number of things my business. Now, why would you do that?
Okay,
And
okay.
the ground is going to rattle again.
All right. We don't need none of this. Look, I'm not a part of this. None of this Oni thing. All right. Look, someone doesn't like what Bara's been doing. All right. Someone asked me to look into it and take care of him if necessary, and I get a lot out of this. All right.
Inciting that.
Generally, yeah. He's purposefully withholding stuff from you, but what he said is honest.
I'd actually probably say Burbage. Does that make sense?
Let me check.
Oh, this whole game has been insight and intimidation.
Pretty much, yeah. It's the 2 eye skills.
Yeah.
Oh, except very little investigation so far.
Yeah, Burbage. Yeah, you're getting a similar sense that he might have been hired to kill this guy, but has now been posing as his guard.
But critically, neither of us feel that he hasn't lied about anything.
Right. Yeah.
Because he did specifically
lied about the stuff that you checked. Certainly. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, no. Sorry, I meant inside this statement where he went, I'm not even involved in the Oni business. There were people who didn't like what Bara was doing, and basically I got hired to take care of it. There are maybe some omissions, but no, like, oh, I totally knew about or was involved with the Oni business, and I'm also here to kill him.
Indeed.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. That's normally how we play Insight, is like lies of omission are sort of a level further down.
Totally.
Have you seen this weapon before?
Look, no. If I'm being honest, no, I have not seen that. I didn't know he had it in there. That also seems true.
I have to just keep
Every sentence.
I just have to.
Yeah, also seems true.
So he has not seen that weapon before.
Correct.
And did not know he had it in there, which isn't really the part I cared about. He has not seen the Oni's glaive before.
Indeed.
At this, I'm just Charity's going to sort of crack his neck, and you're going to see like some feathers drift away, and now it's just the sort of normal horn length, which is still battle mode, I'd point out, but it's not like super amped up battle mode. You're like, this could be problematic.
Quick aside, how big is the glaive? Is it something that I could wield?
Certainly. Yeah.
How much sense does it make?
Also, is it magical? As I'm
not.
looking at it? Okay.
How likely is it that he actually would not have seen this glaive in the wagon that he's guarding?
Do you ask him that, or do you ask
I
everyone
ask
else that?
I ask him that. Yeah, like
I thought you were asking
Not me.
Andy that, of like where it was
Not
or something.
Or even
I mean,
ours.
Bara didn't let me back there at all. He liked to think that I didn't know what was in there, but that's obviously untrue.
should we insight roll that, or just assume that he's telling the truth?
I never assume any NPC is telling the truth. It's a matter of how much we care. And I was going to say, feel free to care. That wasn't me telling you not to.
Yeah, again, you feel this is generally honest.
Okay.
We're pretty close to the tent with Asus, right? Asus. So I just turned him into
Asus is just
a company of
over
computers.
here, yeah.
Huh. Well, this is interesting.
So we're pretty sure Bara's the Oni, right?
Well, the glaive was in there. And this dude says he is.
What is Bara doing specifically?
Oh, he's running into town.
No. With the bodies.
Oh,
Yeah, what was the rumor you heard about him?
No, look, man, look, let's not get into my stuff, alright, right now.
This isn't your stuff, it's Bara's stuff. Tell us.
Alright. Look, I was hired by some people who were very upset that some of the slaving activity that they were involved in, well, they didn't get their entire shipment.
Alright, so Bara's caught up in the slave trade in Federo. And he's, skimming off of the slave population, taking some slaves for himself?
I don't know. I'm here to do a job, man.
Fine. I suspect you'll get ample opportunity to do that job. Now I fear we must prepare.
Charity, can I keep the glaive? I like it. It's pretty.
Sure.
Yay.
So, guys, okay, so Bara is a slaver. That much is true. Can we be 100% sure that this glaive is actually his?
No.
It wasn't placed there by the Oni.
No, we can't.
No, we can't.
Well, I mean, it's
But we
got-
have a glaive now.
It just makes sense, though, right?
Excuse me.
What? I mean, I thought we were.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm slightly confused as to where this conversation has gone.
I'm gonna message Cantrip Charity, I guess, and be like, did he just get kind of pushy trying to get us to conclude that Bara's the Oni?
Like the one thing you didn't insight roll.
Slightly, yes.
All right. Continued message Cantrip, I guess. Actually, no, because I do not know what to message.
I want to ask the guy again to repeat who he thinks the Oni is.
I mean, it just makes sense that it's Bara, right? I mean, it's got to be Bara. I mean, yeah, that's generally what you're thinking is going on here. Oh, Burbage, you're not so sure. Because he's very eager to have set that down. And you also do know that he does want Bara dead.
I message Cantrip Stormbringer. Stormbringer.
Yeah. Message back.
Torture him.
I'm gonna grab.
Wow, there's nothing I can do, so...
I'm grabbing Bara.
Not Bara.
Not Bara.
Yeah,
Whatever
this
this
is the
dude's
guard.
name is. The guard.
You don't know. You never asked him his name.
And I'm gonna hold him really tightly by the shoulders and say, Vimeris, tie this man up.
I help tie this man up.
All right, immediately you pull him like back off the cart. He was still sitting on the cart, but you're so tall. You sort of just drag him off of it, and you and Vimeris very quickly tie him up.
And
he's not trying to struggle at the moment.
once he's tied up completely, Vimeris is going to pull 2 fingers out of his back, his bag,
Okay.
and he's going to kind of waggle them in front of this guy's face.
Oh man, what are you doing with those?
This is what we do to people who lie to us.
Oh god.
Sometimes, that's true.
No, this is your last chance to tell us the truth. Otherwise, I've been given leave to get pretty fucking violent with you.
At this, my eyes are just going to swivel to you, Burbage. I'm like,
Wait. First of all, I want to record just this session for just that moment. I want that to be a shirt. I want that to be a T-shirt. I've been given leave to get pretty fucking violent.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Continue. I just wanted to mark that moment forever in my memory.
well, I know what to get you for Christmas now.
What is this guard's name? Do we know his name?
You never asked his name, no.
Did I care?
I'm glad I didn't just miss it, because I just thought I missed it.
No, he was the one person on the caravan where I'm like, I literally just don't know his name.
Yeah.
I ask his name threateningly.
They call me Red.
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 All right. Now tell us the truth. I'm gonna stop there to see if he says anything.
Look, the truth is, I don't know who the fucking Oni is. I wouldn't mind if you killed Bara, though.
How did this glaive end up in this wagon?
Look, that I don't know. It's probably just Bara being an Oni. You know how Oni are? Putting glaives in their wagons.
What?
He obviously has
This
no
guy.
clue why you think this is important.
This fucking guy.
I like that this dude is just completely off. He is as off the rails as this conversation is. He's just lost it.
So I'm gonna look at Burbage and kind of like shrug at him and gesture and be like, should I torture him?
I will turn to Charity. Or no, Vimeris. And shrug and gesture.
And I kind of waggle the finger at this guy. Red. His name is Red.
You man, get them fingers out of my face, all right?
Then tell us the truth.
What do you want to know? I told you everything. Oh, he certainly didn't tell you everything, though. Yeah.
Well, that was also sort of on was what he's now said, did I feel substantively the truth?
Generally.
He just wanted us to... He is certainly open to the idea that Bara is the Oni, but that's not even necessarily what he thinks. He just knows he wants Bara dead in order to get paid.
Generally here, once you feel that he realized you guys were looking for the Oni to kill, he sort of jumped on that bandwagon and sort of threw Bara under the cart.
Presuming that Burbage understands all that at this point, Burbage rolls his eyes, but then turns back to Red and says, all right, and what do you know about those bodies back there? What's going on with them? Where are they going? Are they alive? Are they dead? Tell us the truth, or else we'll take your fingers and waggle them in your face.
Yeah!
I nod.
Look, I don't know. I don't really know, okay?
Stormbringer, cut off his finger.
No.
But Charity...
But I'm message cantripping, like, just Stormbringer, like, just start to.
I'm gonna grab the guy's hand and start cutting off his finger with my
Tell us what you know. Tell us what you know about the bodies.
I have my pinky. That's one of my favorites.
Just tell us and she'll stop.
Oh, God.
I'm also keeping a lookout behind us at this point.
Oh, my God.
He's screaming. Like, there's certainly people around that are starting to look in this direction. Oh, roll again, Mr. Halfling. You lucky son of a bitch. I saw that too.
That was close.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you've sort of lost him. He's now terrified and in so much pain. He's
all right. Stormbringer, stop.
I'll stop.
And I'm going to go ahead and heal it.
Healing will close the wound. It won't put the finger back on.
Well, we didn't actually finish cutting.
I didn't think we cut it off. I thought she just cut it. And
it was just cutting into it.
You didn't cut it off. I get you. My bad.
This was the menacingly placing the blade against like the skin and then cutting down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't you understand torture?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You heal it up, and he's still now shaking and very upset.
I'm gonna sort of, well, this was a nice talk. Perhaps this will encourage you to be truthful with us in the future. It seems like Bara is almost certainly a bad person, and may indeed be the Oni. If he is,
that's right.
We're going to be trying to kill him. I know what you're doing. You can stop. However, I also don't think that you were hired by especially good people, so I'm not immediately motivated to help you earn money from the death of another. However, if you notice Bara doing anything unusual, perhaps you just keep an even closer eye on him than usual. And if he did anything too strange, you would come to us?
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing strange stuff, you know.
Like what?
He's been leaving at night and not coming back like all sweaty and hot and stuff.
Wait, what? And not coming back?
No, he's been coming back all hot and sweaty and covered in blood sometimes. It was crazy.
Just the last bit. They're covered in blood. Bit.
That seems like a lie.
He's still trying to fuck with us.
Hasn't seen that. You're pretty sure.
Oh my god! I want to slap him with the finger. That's damage. No.
Roll damage. Okay. You poke him with the finger, and he's like, "Ow, that hurt. Stop poking me with your fingers."
Hey.
Okay, I put the fingers in the bag. They're gone.
I lack the capacity to fully respond to this incident.
Charity, while we're here, and while Barra's still in town, maybe you should take a peek of the wagon and investigate those bodies. See what's going on with them.
Well, look, if we're not gonna kill him,
Shut up, Red! Shut up! Are you seriously talking to us right now? We almost cut off your finger. Alright, right now, you are ours. We own you, alright? And if we need your help to get the Oni later, you're going to help us. Right now, what you're going to do is stand aside, shut up, and let us investigate those bodies, alright?
Okay.
I'll hop up and check.
I love this
At
guy.
this, a couple of the orcs have sort of wandered out of their caravan and are kind of walking over, seeing what all the hubbub is about.
Hey, orcs, how's it going? We're just
guys.
kind of having a little, just a conversation about
Yeah.
Kundu. You know, remember that, Kundu?
Oh, Kundu.
Kundu.
Kundu's so awesome.
Yeah,
That's
right.
So awesome.
Kundu.
I can't wait till I do some Kundu here.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah?
well, let's, look, do you want us to kill this guy or something for you?
Oh.
I really,
No.
really don't want either, like, any of the orcs to be the Oni because I freaking love them.
We're totally fine. I mean,
Oh, you're
we're badasses, but we appreciate
Yeah.
you offering to help.
No, yeah, we know.
And if we need help killing someone, we can count on you, right?
No, of course, yeah.
Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
because just between you guys and us,
Yeah.
we're still looking for the Oni.
Oh.
It'd be pretty fun to try to kill an Oni.
Wait,
I think we're zero.
Wait, didn't he say to stop looking for him?
Wait, how do you know that?
Yeah, but that's exactly what an Oni would say to try to
Oh,
not get
that's true.
caught.
It's true, yeah.
If you think about it.
Wait, but how do you
So-
know that?
Alright, well, if you guys need us for anything, just...
Hey, wait.
Oh, yeah, no, wait, hey guys, Stormbringer has a good
Yeah.
question right there.
Oh,
How did you know
I'm sorry,
about
what's
that?
that?
How did you know about the Oni asking us to stop looking for him?
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't it carved on, that with, the bird guy?
No comment. How did you
When did
hear
you-
that?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Meepus told us that.
Oh,
You okay?
You know Meepus?
Insight,
no.
did Meepus tell him them
Oh,
that?
shit. Certainly, yes, Stormbringer.
Okay.
That is... You can read orcs a lot better than people.
Obviously.
Generally because orcs don't lie that much.
so how did Peepus know? Peepus?
It's a weird
Oh, man.
nickname for a little guy.
Meepus.
How did Meepus know?
I don't know. Meepus probably... He was hanging out with Tellywood, so...
Yeah, alright. Okay, well... Alright, well thank you, orcs. What are your
Oh,
names,
yeah.
by the way?
You know, no one's ever asked. That's really nice of you. My name is Before. And, this is my sister, Gelrek.
Oh, I thought her name was going to be After.
No. I get it. You thought I was saying before. No, it's Before.
Right. Yeah, no, okay. Before, and I actually didn't hear the second name because I was too busy planning my joke.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, that's weird, but it's Gelrek. Her name's Gelrek.
Gelrek and Before.
Yeah.
Well, we're honored to have your...
Our grandfather is Narvi. He's the old guy. Real grizzled.
Is he the one who helped me dig the pit?
Yeah, he likes you too. My mom,
Yeah.
she's Nundane. She's pretty fearsome.
All right.
Still got scars.
I feel
from
like
childhood.
at this point, this is just Andy
Jesus.
showing off his world building.
I mean, you fucking asked, so I thought I'd tell you an answer. So.
Yeah, we didn't ask for your grandfather or your mother's information.
No, actually, we did.
it's an
They're both
interesting
on the
story,
caravan.
Yeah, my grandfather fought in the war.
All right,
Let me
so
tell you about some of his
while
deeds.
they're telling,
Very
The
impressive,
first
Andy.
of
Good
10
job.
great deeds he made.
All right.
while he's telling
Very
them about that,
nicely done.
am I noticing anything on these bodies?
So you're looking at the bodies, and very quickly you go up to the tops of them where you're sensing the magic, and each of them has a thin silver necklace on, with sort of a small gold medallion then on their chain. You get a sense that the reason these bodies aren't decaying is because of this magic that's on them.
But I do think they're dead.
You do think they're dead, yes. And actually, you recognize one of them then as well. One of them is another one of these people that you treated for that poison that seemed to have died. And that was, again, weeks before you met any of these people. And it's a young male.
Anything else particularly interesting or worthwhile in the cart?
You don't really see. I mean, he's got a lot of supplies in there. He's pretty self-sustained, but yeah, that's about it.
I'm gonna hop down and out. And once again, I'm basically back in battle mode.
Yeah.
Are
so
the
Burbage,
orcs still giving me...
yeah, the orcs are starting to give you now this whole backstory of their grandfather's great deeds in battle. But by the time they get to, he used to skewer halflings like kebabs.
Kebabs.
You're put off a little bit by it.
That was me gulping, like a... Yeah.
Thank you. Perhaps we could also hear Narvi himself recount some of these tales at a later date.
No, he never likes to talk about himself.
Oh, well, I'm sure that we could have a good campfire with a nice roaring bonfire and some drinks, and you all can tell the stories.
That's cool. Well, let us know if you need us to kill anyone.
We most certainly will.
Need you to kill someone, I mean. And also let you know.
So, Charity, what's going on with those bodies?
At this, Charity seems to be actually so angry, it's difficult to record speech. Or to produce speech. They bear the hallmarks of having been poisoned by the poisoner. The necklaces on them keep them fresh. Perhaps someone on the other side has the capacity to resurrect them.
Do you think the poisoner had a partner? Like it's not resolved with just his death? Or wait, did we kill him? I think.
Oh, yes, we killed him.
Yeah, you certainly killed him. But also these, you would kind of guess that the timeline, these slaves would have been either processed or already in the system kind of prior to you guys killing him.
Yeah, I would say that no, I do not necessarily think there's anyone else. But it does once again indicate that he was part of a bigger system.
Where's Red?
He's I
still
assume
tied up,
he's still
right?
tied up with Vimeris and Stormbringer, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you untie me a little bit here?
I thought
I mean,
the little man
I'm
told
not
you
really
to
the
shut
one
up.
out here. You guys want Bara, the Oni, right?
I'm,
He'd come
Am I
in late at night smelling of that
Red.
Oni.
Red,
You
I
know what I
swear to God, I'm not even using my accent right now. I'm so annoyed. Like, shut
It's
the up.
he got that Oni stank on him. He's coming
All right, I'm
reeking
walking away.
Oni. You know what I'm saying?
Leaving him tied up.
Let's leave him tied up.
Did I torture him?
don't
Actually-
leave him.
Guys, in the event that Bara... I'm so annoyed right now, guys. Because Bara may or may not be the Oni, and this guy's not even really able to help us decide between the two possibilities.
I think
Yeah.
Bara is definitely not the Oni.
All right.
Hey, Charity, does this seem like the Oni's glaive, though? Is it all magic and shit? Do they have magic glaives?
I checked and it didn't seem to be magical.
Right.
Do they
But
have magic glaives?
does it match the description?
It does. It matches the description quite well. And seeing it again, Burbage, you're pretty sure it's the exact one.
Yeah, so either Bara is the Oni, he's a slaver who also just happens to be the Oni. He's
Or the
two
Oni,
bad things.
or the Oni planted
Or-
evidence there.
Yeah.
I mean,
because
like,
the
the
Oni
Oni's
knows
fucking
that
with
we're...
you. I don't know if I'd go that far.
What?
Or what?
That,
or
that would
Red's
mean the
fucking with
Oni
us?
is that would mean the Oni is fucking with you. And I don't know if I'd go that far.
Shut... Andy, you know... oh, God.
We're no longer talking to Red. Andy, I'm waggling a finger in front of your face.
The Oni is definitely fucking with us.
That does seem the most likely
Yeah.
option.
Could Red be the Oni? Have we ruled that out?
Who's
Not
who's a
ruled that out.
potential competitor to Slaver Bara?
Is
And
this a riddle?
Who do we know that is also involved in slaving?
Meepus! Maybe.
I gasped earlier at a mention of Meepus too. When was that? Oh. Because the orcs mentioned
I
him.
like the fact that, like, in some way, Burbage is this, like, meta reflection of his own character. Like, wait, I did something before. What was it? Oh, yeah, that was badass.
Yeah.
What are the
It was
the
cool.
male orc sort of hops down from his cart and runs up to you and says, "Hey, you know that person? Damn it, I can't speak in code. Bara's coming."
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Rapidly up.
Thanks. Before I remembered your name. Before.
I'm untying
Oh,
the
that's really-
guard. Like really quick.
So you do see Bara at like the gates now, sort of coming back with several baskets and
Okay.
stuff.
Message cantrip. Charity. Shouldn't we just kill Bara either way? Best case scenario, we kill a slaver.
That's. Oh, I'm sorry. Red can't hear that. Hey, why don't you guys just go ahead and kill Bara?
Oh,
like either way.
Shut the
I mean,
fuck up, Red.
it's probably good.
If
Red,
we're proceeding
I
by
think-
that line of logic, I will burn you alive anyway because you're employed by slavers. Do not
God.
try my patience, little man.
I'm gonna take the glaive from Burbage and kind of try to hold it, hiding it behind my back.
Let us walk.
The guard is untied.
We're walking. Walk and talk. Walk and talk. No, I mean,
Wait, so
don't.
And
we're
then walk
not gonna kill him, or are we
Is
gonna?
Red still tied
Should I-
up?
No, I
Red's-
untied
Red-
him.
Okay.
You've untied Red, yeah.
And I have the
Should I
glaive
make
hidden
a
behind my back.
Ambush? Are we gonna
Perhaps-
ambush?
Perhaps
No,
at some
I'm gonna
later
get in
date.
Red's. I'm getting in Red's face one last time. Red, you shut the fuck up. I hate you. I hate you so
Wow.
much. Alright? This is no longer about Bara, okay?
So the
This is
dwarf
about the
Bara
Oni.
has now sort of come up the road a little bit, and is already scowling at all of you. He's like, "Were you talking to my guard? Were you?"
He's not very.
He's kind of.
He's not very.
He's kind of dumb and.
Yes, unfortunately.
Well,
He doesn't seem to like you.
Well, I don't need him to like me now, do I?
I suppose you don't.
I just thought you should know.
Well, Hey, little man, why don't you come by my place tonight and tell me another story? I've been thinking of that one that's that was about the fish and the bird. Can't get it out of my head.
Yeah, that's a good story.
Message cantrip. Message cantrip. Charity. That's the first part of the message.
I like the fact that I just picture in my head. I now hear.
Okay.
I'm like,
Okay, well.
do I have
No, pause.
Do I have a dial tone?
Andy.
I'll see you around then.
Andy, was Bara?
Yeah.
Wait, Bara was.
Bara was the
Bara
one you told the
making
story
fun
to.
of you.
Bara's the one who
talking
jumped
to the
out and
veteran.
said it was stupid.
Yes, Bara was the one that said it was stupid.
All right, I retract my
Okay. I love it. You're also paranoid.
I was like, wait, I didn't tell him that story.
I wasn't
He's the
paranoid.
only getting confused.
I just basically got a dial tone in my head.
Yeah. All right, well, maybe tonight then.
What? Okay, so I was freaking out, but what exactly did the dwarf say? He said,
Come by to tell him
by.
another story because he's been thinking about that bird and fish one and he just can't get it out of his head.
"Oh God, that fucks me up real bad, guys."
I hope that was Adam saying that and not. I also hope it was Burbage, but
It was Burbage too. Like, guys,
I've done my job.
that fucking dwarf. I hate him. I hate Red. And guys, the story that I told was about like something that appears one way, but isn't that.
Is that the story you told, really, Burbage?
Yeah, the story was about seeing a fish, and then the fish is actually a bird. And I've been thinking about that story a lot too because it's so thematically relevant to our Oni storyline. I mean, our Oni search. Andy, you piece of shit.
I love you.
That was the most. That was. I hated that.
We've made a lot of progress.
Yeah, a lot of progress.
That was just like that was like the coup de grace.
Oh fuck, Andy! I appreciate what I think you just tried to do, and regretfully, I fucked it up.
You're good. I love it. Well, folks, what now?
So, who are we ransacking and not torturing next?
ASMR.
Really, we want to go anywhere near those things that aren't what they seem to be.
And they were in town with the veterans as well.
Oh yeah, Meepus. We should totally
Also,
go fuck with me.
Did you had you said out loud the bits of like this story seems so thematically appropriate, etc., etc.?
Yeah, Burbage said all of that. Yes.
The story that the veteran kept pondering, asking, "Am I the fish?"
Yes, exactly.
Or bird, or whatever it was.
I was trying to, guys, I was trying to signal earlier that I was kind of suspicious about the Oni's familiar tone with me. He kind of was talking in a way that made me vaguely, maybe subconsciously, remember
Attracted to him?
my conversation with the attractive veteran. I mean, not that attractive. I'm not really into the silver foxes. Really, it's not my type. My primary type. But yeah. So maybe the veteran's the Oni. Just throw that out there.
Yeah, we should go talk to him.
Why not? Next on the list.
And not torture
I'm
him.
sure there
just
won't be
talk.
any torture or ransacking.
Let's go see if he has his glaive.
Okay, and I'm just gonna keep this glaive.
Well,
Just
we know that glaive is not the same as the other glaive. Like
What are you talking about? And I'm talking to you, Galway.
The glaive that we have, we now have as a reference, and it is definitely the one that you saw with the Oni.
Right. So if
But we also like, if I look at it, can I also tell like this is not the one that I saw when I was patrolling the caravan before, or the ones?
You don't recall this.
Okay.
You feel like you would have remembered this exactly.
Yeah. So
Wait,
like I'm
so
like this is none of the
it's
glaives we
fairly
saw
ornate.
before.
Right.
Oh.
That's
I
what I'm
see.
saying. We've basically eliminated anyone. Well, no, we've eliminated any of the glaives that we've already seen as being this glaive.
All right. So just to be clear, Andy, this is not the veteran's glaive.
That you recall? No.
Ugh.
At least this is not the veteran's glaive that he had out before. If it was hidden or
Right,
something,
he could
sure.
have hidden it. Yes.
You really think somebody would have more than one glaive?
Oh, I could tell you
I
stories.
have more than one axe.
Indeed, she does.
This is
You
terrible.
can't have too many weapons. Which is why I'm keeping this glaive.
Also, you realize, Andy, I'm just
Also,
like
I bonded
immediately
with
thinking of Grosh and Mr. Fluff.
Yeah. All the weapons.
Guys, can we just
We had
go
a-
back?
We had a character who played. We had a player who played with us whose character ended up with, I believe, 4 mauls.
Yeah. Very distinct malls.
That's too many.
It was
No.
not enough.
Certainly too many.
All right, guys. I say we just go back and kill Bara and kill Red, and then wait and see what the Oni does next.
I don't think, unless they're the Oni. I think Tellywood would think we were doing a bad job at guarding people if we did that.
All right, maybe we should. It's Tellywood the Oni.
I hate to also point out.
I mean, maybe?
I hate to also point out that we found the glaive in Bara's tent, and who was it that told us that Bara was someone we should look into?
Tellywood?
Yeah, how about that? All right, so let's kill Tellywood, huh?
I don't think we're supposed to be killing. I mean,
Increasingly, I'm of the opinion that everyone on this caravan is probably associated with the slave trade and/or an Oni, and I'm
I
wanting
thought
to
you
kill
were-
them all.
we
I thought
can
you say
just
that
leave,
everyone's an
couldn't we?
Oni.
Let's just go. Let's just make our own
Oh,
way
you
to
did not
wherever
also
we're going.
consider there might be more than one Oni.
Let's just drop this.
Let's
Can we
just,
drop
I mean,
this quest? Can we abandon this quest
Yeah,
from our
do
quest
we?
list?
I don't
course
care
you
about
can.
these
Wait.
people.
You guys can
I'm
go
gonna
set
met-
up a tavern outside of town if you want for the rest of your lives.
I message.
You.
I message Cantrip, Parrot, family.
Parrot.
What?
King
Not
Vimeris.
Vimeris.
In the real
Because
world, Parrot hears the word
was-
family in his head, which he actually will.
Because he was saying the same thing that Oni Vimeris was saying last week. Let's drop this quest.
Uh-huh.
Just made me suspicious.
Oh.
Do you respond, Vimeris?
Parrot doesn't respond. Vimeris also doesn't respond.
Wait, Vimeris. So wait, I.
Whoa!
Okay, now hold on.
Has
Okay,
Parrot been scamming us?
I want to verify. I want to be really, really clear, because earlier my message cantrip thing was a joke, but message cantrip to Vimeris, family.
Family?
You said it back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm so mad, and I don't understand.
Oh, why are you so confused, Burbage?
Because
Why are you mad?
life is confusing and infuriating. I'm gonna message cantrip Charity. Charity, would an Oni feasibly be able to learn the powers of the sigil?
The sigils specifically require you to be holding one of them. It isn't the same as a normal message cantrip.
If you took the sigil, you would be able to only if you actually contained the sigil on your person can you do this. Or have a message cantrip available to you.
Okay.
But even then, we wouldn't be able to talk into their head from our side.
True, yes.
Well, I think I just accidentally...
Are you suspecting me, Burbage?
I'm not suspecting you, Vimeris.
Well,
I'm
you're right, and I
suspecting-
transform into a spider and I eat Burbage. No, I'm just,
Uh,
Yeah, I bet you didn't see that one coming.
Message cantrip to Charity.
Charity. Do Onis have our memories? when they take our form?
Based on the 20 that I got, I would assume no. Correct, Andy?
Yeah.
Like, no, they can look like us. They'll become the type of creature that we are, but no, they will not possess any of our thoughts or memories.
Hey, Vimeris, does any of this remind you of any stories that your father told you growing up?
Father? What are you talking about, Burbage?
You know, you told us that you grew up with your father and you were so worried that he didn't approve of you. but
How
that you-
drunk were you when I told you my story? When I poured my heart out to you, did you hear none of it?
I heard it. I heard you talking about your father,
and I wink at Vimeris, because at this point, I'm super confused.
Vimeris is equally as confused, and you can't see that. So you just see this intimidating, like, masked figure, and he doesn't know how to respond to you.
I insight roll Vimeris.
Oh my god.
I kind of gasp.
I think that Andy's dying somewhere.
And I think, Vimeris thinks that he understands what Burbage is doing, and he goes, right. My father didn't leave me anything about the Oni. I know just as much as you at this point.
All right, I propose.
And I look around, like, did anybody hear that?
Okay, I need to... This is Adam speaking. I need to go to the bathroom. Can we take a break? Can we take a break right now?
Yes. We can take a quick
Okay, human break.
These have been the least favorite 10 minutes of my life.
We'll be right back, everybody.
Dungeons and Dragons. We're back.
I apologize to everyone for going down a red herring hole as opposed to a rabbit hole.
I am just so happy as a dungeon master right now.
Yeah, I bet you are, you piece of human garbage.
So everyone, now that we've started accusing each other of murder and being the Oni, well, what would you like to do?
I'm just
I think
hurt.
we should go chat with the
Burbage.
veteran.
The Burbage didn't trust me.
Vimeris, the reason I didn't trust you is because the first time I messaged cantrip to you our secret code, you didn't message it back. That's on you.
It is, okay.
Were you just fucking with me?
No, I was just lost in my own mind.
Ugh. Alright, well, let's hug it out, alright? Let's hug it out before we go torture somebody else.
All right. Brothers?
We hug.
Before we go,
Why are we all so dead set on this torture approach?
All right. Let's go beat some people up. Wait.
What?
Okay.
so what would you like to do now?
I would like to set fire to the entire fucking caravan at this point.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Charity's pretty much there with you.
And then I want to board the boat and I want to leave.
I think that's a good plan.
Okay.
If we don't have any better ideas.
Hold on. I'm checking the other carts as well. I'm checking through my notes on them.
Seriously, I have some moonbeams ready.
Right, yeah. I can even remind really quickly what the order of the carts were. Tellywood and Baywartsy. Then there was the covered wagon for the halfling family. The orc cart, the surly dwarf Bara and Red, his guard. Then it was the creepy smiling faces of the Azamar, the cart of elves, and then the cooks, the furbolgs at the very back.
Welp.
So I think we should either burn everything to the ground and make our own merry way to what town we're going to is called. Or
Stormbringer.
what?
I was joking. I didn't mean to. No. We're not burning. No.
It sounded like a good plan.
You know, actually, now that I think about it, it does.
So I think we should either do that, or we should continue questioning people and searching their wagons.
Oh, if those are our two options, let's burn everything.
No.
Well, I mean, Burbage, what do you think?
Alright,
You know.
guys. Here's what I think.
2 against Charity right now.
Have we considered the possibility that the vanished Furbolg wife is the Oni?
I don't
I
think so.
hadn't until now.
Because think about it. You guys told me that you were looking for and tracking, and you found Beortzi's feathers right near where maybe she disappeared. So what if, and we've been presuming that Beortzi was trying to save the Furbolg, and then the Oni came out of nowhere and defeated him and killed him. But what if the Furbolg was the Oni?
I mean, they did see her soul, or whatever.
I
don't really believe in that, but...
There's a bigger problem.
What?
Tellywood said to us that the last thing Beortzi said to her was that he was going to track you.
Well, Burbage, yeah.
Yes. Burbage was in the cart.
No.
I think this is the
No.
night that Stormbringer and I
Burbage
were
and
out
I
and
were
about.
in the pub when Beorty fell from the
Right.
sky.
When Vimeris saw Beortzi first fly into the air, he was following Stormbringer and Burbage, who were in the pub.
But then he just stayed up there?
Or, yeah, you don't know what happened to him after that. And then a while later, like an hour or so later, is when he came crashing down.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is we saw him take off then. He was supposed to be following Burbage. But Stormbringer, you carried Burbage out of the pub, you said. And you were running, and you're kind of noticeable when you're running, and as small as he is, he's somewhat noticeable as a bundle under your arm. And then he vomited a lot.
He did do that.
Yeah, Doom flower. Remember that, guys? I swallowed a flower of doom.
Maybe we should go dig that up.
To do what with?
I don't know.
All right, keep going, Charity. Follow this timeline. I think we're zeroing in on the identity of the Oni.
Just...
I'm so happy.
It doesn't entirely make sense, is all.
Well, I don't... Explain this to me like I'm dumber than you. How does this not make sense?
Why was he still in the air on the east side of town?
Well, he must have seen something, right?
But that timing doesn't line up if what he was doing was actually trying to look at Burbage.
So what, the Oni took my form?
Possible. I'm not sure. It may be nothing.
Okay. Anyway, I think we should continue questioning people and not torturing them. Where's Charity going?
Well, we've been saying that we were walking into town, and Charity's kind of been assuming that people were going to be then, walking into town.
Wait,
Well, I think we were trying to
town.
force it back.
Guys, no, really, I'm gonna run and catch up to them.
Okay.
Guys, I can't go back into that halfling town.
What if I carry you?
Stormbringer, it's not that I can't walk. I mean, I am feeling great internal resistance based on my backstory and circumstances to going into the town.
What if we fit Burbage into your backpack?
Yeah, what if I put you in my backpack?
That's demeaning, but if it will work, then yes.
Do we think he would fit in my backpack?
He absolutely would fit in your backpack, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start putting Burbage in my
You'd have
backpack.
Yeah, you'd have to take out some stuff, but you can leave that in your wagon and just put it in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
There's like kind of a large flap that covers the top of it that you would then tie with twine. But if you leave that open, Burbage can sort of peek out, but be covered almost entirely.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
This is arguably the single most comedic image we've produced yet in this campaign.
So I've got Burbage in my backpack on my back.
Yep. Uh-huh.
It smells like floppy bacon in here.
Yeah, I know, isn't it great, Burbage? But be quiet, backpacks don't talk. I mean, I don't think they do anyways.
They do. We literally met the talking backpack.
Do you think Burbage can pretend to be a talking backpack?
Oh my gosh.
So he's in the backpack and you're heading into town?
Yep.
Where
question
into
the
town? Where do
veteran?
you go?
Just to be clear, it doesn't look like there are knees poking out of the backpack's not taking a Burbage shape, right? Okay.
No, really not.
This is... Oh. God. Okay.
Into town!
I'm just broken.
This group is dysfunctional. We're not very Scooby-Doo. We're not solving this mystery.
So I'd be keeping my eye out for Meepus or
Tellywood?
Meepus or Tellywood. Well, actually, basically almost anyone we knew from the caravan.
They've been traveling together a lot, haven't they?
Meepus, Tellywood, Roburn, the elves.
Sure, yeah. The first sort of person you come across would be, you do see that sort of iron cart where the Azamar have been traveling in. And the veteran is actually out front, sort of getting some stuff around on it.
Oh, good.
Charity, let's question him.
Sure. Why not?
Message cantrip, guys. Tell people that you're looking for me, and maybe eventually the Oni will take my form, assuming that I'm somewhere else, and then we'll know exactly who the Oni is. Mm-hmm.
That's...
I guess that was to Charity.
You're going to get back this, like, pause. That's actually marginally brilliant.
Right? I keep telling you guys I'm brilliant.
That's so funny. I just typed that in Discord too. Anyway,
What's your intelligence at, Burbage? I'm just curious. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Damn, yeah.
Jesus.
Now you're like stat
Jeez.
shaming.
What's your IQ?
God,
I
man.
guess, like, wait. I see the number 1, and below it in an oval, I see a 13.
Okay, 13.
13 is the actual attribute. 1 is the modifier.
Whatever, I don't care about those things.
I don't either. I was just asking. Okay.
So yeah, actually, I'm gonna like help Burbage relay this plan to everyone else because that's actually brilliant. And I'm gonna.
So wait, what's the plan?
Jesus Christ, we're going to say that we're looking for Burbage because that
But
way.
he's in my backpack, Charity.
I know.
I'm gonna
I
give Stormbringer
know.
a stiff, like, elbow in her back through the back.
The
Hey,
point
that-
is that if
If
the
Stormbringer
Oni
doesn't have inspiration yet, just make sure she does.
I do. Does anyone else not have
gained it.
inspiration that I can give it to?
You
I
can give it
used
to someone.
mine.
yeah,
I don't
Adam,
have
That's, it's just too good.
I think Adam or Parrot both need it.
I guess Parrot, because Adam
Can at least reroll
just had
fumbles.
inspiration.
Also can reroll fumbles.
I don't know.
Also, Adam is a bag right now.
Yeah,
He
that was
is.
true.
much the way that Vimeris, when he's, like, the lion or the cat,
Yeah.
can't do certain things.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say the point is that we know where Burbage is, but if other people don't know where Burbage is, specifically the Oni might turn into them because we're trying to find them. There we go. Let's just let me do the talking.
Okay, I'll just be menacing.
Okay, I'm also gonna have to call out in Discord
is-
the
yeah.
outstanding line that Adam is now in fact playing Burbag Kemp.
Yeah. I like it.
That is
Fucking pro tier.
Damn. Oh. Next level, guys.
so I'm gonna go up to the veteran. Was he about here?
Yeah, he seems to be tying down a few bags on the cart.
Let me see,
Hey.
hello. I'm sorry to bother you like this. Have you seen Burbage?
The little guy. No. Let me see. I mean, I guess I saw him yesterday. Well, is he gone?
Yes.
Did you miss?
He left us a message that said that he'd figured out something about the Oni, and we can't find him now.
Oh man. Oh, okay. No. I haven't seen him. I'm sorry.
If you do, could you let us know?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Where are you gonna be in your, like, wagon or?
We're probably gonna check the city some.
Okay. Look, I'm not supposed to leave them for very long, but I can kind of look around too.
Well, just even if
let me
you
finish.
even if you just keep your eyes on this main drag,
Oh, okay, yeah.
considering that
No.
the gate to town is here, so that
Yeah.
way you should be able to see him if he's walking around. I'm hoping he's just nipped off to the pub or something,
Yeah.
as Burbage does.
Look, I'm gonna be kind of honest with you too. A lot of the halflings sort of look similar to me. So, does he have like clothes on that he always wears, or?
Oh shit, what does Burbage look like?
Wait. I'm gonna message this to Charity. Wait, but Charity, I thought the veteran thought that Burbage was hot. That's what Hikari said. Shouldn't he know how he looks?
I kind of thought so too. I'm gonna say like he was wearing his normal clothes. And I'm gonna describe sort of like dark green, like earth tony sort of overall, his cloak, etc. But I'm gonna change a detail, like, and his that blue shirt he always wears.
Oh, okay, like that. Okay, yeah. So he's got a blue shirt and he's got the tan cloaks and okay. Yeah, I think I remember now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it seems like he's actually trying to recall what this is. Vithi. That's about as good as you get.
Okay.
From inside the bag.
The inside check was coming from inside the bag.
Much harder. Much harder for Burbage. Burbage, there's something in the sound of that voice that feels weird to you. But, that's hard to say.
Message cantrip to Charity. There's something about his voice that sounds weird to me. Also, it's weird that he wouldn't remember that I'm hot because I'm totally hot. Right, Charity?
In Valmeris, you kind of look up into the inn a little bit more.
Okay.
And terrifyingly enough, there are two faces at the window, almost pressed against the window, staring at you guys, smiling very largely.
I'd like to wave.
They very, very slowly, but in tandem, kind of move their hand in the air and then shake it around like they don't care, almost.
Wow.
You like that? You like that?
That's solid. That's
God.
very solid.
Vimeris, very impressed. Parrot, less so.
Okay. That's what happened.
I'm gonna sort of look up. Are they still the same as ever?
They look like it.
Yeah. They were telling me though that they're happy to get on the ocean again. I don't know what that means really.
Get
but
on the ocean again.
like they're sailors or something.
Yeah, I don't think so. Anywho, have you just sorry, thank you so much for offering to help with Burbage, but have you seen or heard anything or have any news about the Oni?
No, I haven't seen anything or heard anything, although I mean I heard about Beortzi. I'm real sorry about that.
How did you hear about Beortzi?
I mean, word travels kind of quick. Tellywood was just asking around for a burial service for him.
Yeah, to cheer people.
I'm specifically checking on the real sorry to hear about that.
Oh, I mean, he doesn't seem that super sorry. There's something kind of numb about him that you're reading from this, and it's something you just kind of politely say, but certainly there's not a lot of feeling behind it.
Okay, but I also don't get direct deception per se.
No, yeah, you don't feel like he's trying to deceive you necessarily.
Yeah.
If we can find Burbage to cheer people up, he was gonna tell another one of his stories. Did you like his story last time?
Oh, yeah, the one about is it a fish or is it a bird? You can't really tell. And he sort of looks off in the distance a little bit.
Well, we broke him. Again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, what?
If you hear anything, just let us know.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah, if you stop by and you see him on the way out of town, just let me know too.
Of course.
I like that little guy. Yeah.
You like him, but you kind of remember what he was wearing, or how he looks different from other halflings.
when he was like one of like 3 halflings, yeah, I could pick him apart. When he's one
Yeah.
of 100, it's a little harder.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm gonna message Cantrip Stormbringer and just explain to her, just like racism.
Explain all of race.
And explain to her, like, this is the lived experience of halflings. How they often get told that they look alike, and don't read too much
I
into
look
it.
pretty upset and confused as I'm getting this message because Goliaths don't really have a concept of that.
Also, the backpack seems to be whispering a lot.
It's
shit.
inaudible.
Okay.
No.
Okay,
It is specifically defined as it is an inaudible whisper.
Oh,
thank
okay,
God.
okay. Because I was like, if he's explaining racism, that's a lot of S's.
That's a lot. Did you say that's a lot of S's? Racism.
Oh my gosh, that's
You're
so
welcome.
good.
I just fucking needs to
Okay.
rain dialogue-based inspirations.
Right.
I'm going to message Cantrip, and I'm going to ask the guys if we should maybe call out for Burbage.
Yes, a little. I think that might be a good idea.
So now we're kind of yelling, Burbage!
Are you
Charity
yelling
event-
it like that?
Like you're heckling an umpire?
Like what?
You're blind, ump.
You swing that bat like my grandpa. Wait.
There are no words.
Um,
So,
Charity,
yeah,
you immediately run into one of the elves.
oh,
And
fucking
not too
joy.
far, not too far behind him, you see Roburn looking just kind of upset and
Put upon
frustrated.
generally.
Indeed.
Um.
This is Galure.
Oh, fucking of course it is.
Charity, right? Charity, is it? It is Charity, isn't it?
Yes.
Charity? Hi, I'm Galure.
Yes.
Well, good talk. I'll see you around.
God, I hope not.
And then Roburn sort of kind of is coming up behind him a little bit and shaking her head and rolling her eyes.
I'm gonna say, Roburn, have you
Yeah.
seen Burbage?
Oh, no. No, I haven't. Is something happened to him?
He isn't. We can't find him. He left some kind of he left some kind of note about having found something out about the Oni, and I'm worried.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
If you have to be following that idiot around anyway, if you see anything, could you let us know?
Yeah, of course. No, of course. Where can I find you?
We're gonna look around the town for a little bit, and then we'll be back to our cart.
Message Cantrip to Charity. Make sure you tell her that I'm wearing a particular color shirt that isn't blue.
He's he just he had gotten I think like a new shirt in town. He was
If you say turquoise or some other variation on blue, I swear to God.
so no joke. Galway, not Charity, is colorblind, so I wouldn't do that. That would be like damning myself to not being able to distinguish.
Although again, this is a purely auditory medium, so I think we're fine.
So yeah, I'm gonna say he just if you see him around, he has like some new yellow shirt. He was really proud of it. You know how Burbage is.
Oh, yeah, that's a horrible color on him, but yes, okay.
I agree.
Oh, God, no, I'm so sorry.
Just and I know you're
Yeah.
busy with the idiots, but just I figured that they probably are
Yeah.
wandering all kinds of places. So if you see him when you're out and about, just
course.
tell him
Oh,
to
of course.
tell him to head back to the wagon and wait for us.
Right.
Why is there only one idiot?
Oh, the other two are still in their place. I sort of asked them not to leave their place today, and, well, this one needed something, I guess.
Need seems like a strong word. But thank you, Roburn. I will leave you to your unenviable task.
Right. Okay, well... okay, yeah. I'll look for him. And you can also get a sense that she immediately thinks the worst. That he's dead and gone and that sort of thing. Across the square even, you see a couple things. One, you see Margaret on the right side in her little booth. And then you see two of the Furbolgs getting some supplies together.
So I'd probably move over to the Furbolgs.
Okay.
Burbage, where are you?
Hello.
Oh. Hey there, how you doing?
Are either of these the Furbolg that we'd helped the other day?
No, they're the other two.
Okay. I'm
Only two left.
yeah. I'm so sorry to bother you. Have you seen our friend Burbage?
Ooh, the little guy?
Yeah.
I think we saw him walking around with you guys.
Have you seen him today?
He was with you this morning.
Okay, but recently
No.
he.
I like to think that's our bag laughing.
It's not. It's not.
It's not.
I know.
I'm gonna say we can't find him. He left a note about finding out something about the Oni, and now we can't find him. We're very worried.
Oh, that's interesting. God, I hope he did find out something. Well, I guess we'll keep our eyes out for him. Even if we don't see him, we'll come and talk to you about it.
Thank you. If you do see him, just tell him to meet us back at our wagon with the caravan.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
Message cantrip, red shirt.
That's where I was going. Actually, okay. that legitimately was. That was next in the rotation. Like, yeah, he's...
No, I know. I got the message cantrip from you, go away.
He's wearing some new red shirt that he just got in the market. He seemed very proud of it.
See. Okay.
Probably less with the cloak than usual.
Thank you for that information.
Thank you.
Also, side note, what have you done with the glaive? Are you carrying it, Stormbringer, or did you put it in your wagon?
Yeah. No one told me to put it in my wagon.
Okay. So you're carrying it around.
So I'm carrying it. But I do understand that it's supposed to be hidden, so I have it kind of shoved in between the backpack and my body, so it's much less noticeable.
Okay. Less noticeable. Gotcha.
Our plan is fucked.
You know what? It seems to be working better.
No, actually,
So
I was okay with that one. I caught that one. I figured that someone might react at least.
And then you do see Margaret as well, but this is kind of all the people you recognize.
Do I give a everlasting flying fuck about her?
I don't know.
Message cantrip to Charity. Go talk to Margaret. Call her out on spreading rumors about me being dangerous.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
I don't feel that this... Oh, God. Keep him back.
Do it. Or I'll start screaming in this bag, so help me.
Yeah,
Why are you threatening me?
He doesn't see Vamara's going up.
Why are you threatening me? At this point, Charity just seems like really worn down. It's been a really bad day.
I'm not threatening you. I'm threatening to compromise our current plan.
Her name is Margaret?
Yeah, but call her Magpie. She hates that.
Magpie.
Oh, how are you, lovelies?
We need to have a chat about Idge.
Oh, about Idge, yeah?
Message cantrip.
What about-
Don't say itch. Don't say itch. Oh, message cantrip, Stormbringer. Message cantrip, Stormbringer. Look. Oh no.
This is bad. This is real bad.
Stormbringer, look around. Make sure that those halfling guards from last night aren't around, please.
Okay, I'm looking
From
for
you
them.
to the north, Stormbringer.
They're to the north,
Yes.
like an
Looking-
earshot.
Yes. And now you realize they've been following you for a couple of minutes. You've recognized
gonna-
them.
Message to Burbage that they're following us, actually.
Alright, cool. Just making sure. Wait, what?
Yeah, I guess been following us for a while.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep hiding in this bag.
Okay.
What,
Don't
you want
worry,
to know
little
about
man.
Idge,
I
yeah?
won't let anything
We want-
hit you.
Have you
Idge is an old friend of mine. What do you want to know about Idge?
have you seen him today?
Idge. Have I seen Idge?
For the love of Christ, stop repeating his name.
Well,
I would like to know more about Idge.
no.
What was he like as a child?
Oh, he was weird. He was a weird one, that one was.
Wait, how long did you know him?
Oh, I knew him for about 30 years.
This is awful. Burbage hates this.
30 years or so, before he up and left.
What kind of friends did he hang around?
I was always hanging around the mayor's kid. I forget his name now. It's been a long time.
Ramirez cocks his head.
He also hung around. What was it? Oh, the twins. What were their names? Burton and Rogie. I think they were weird ones too. Well, I mean, he was a nice enough fella. Why?
Have you seen him today?
I haven't. No. Nope, not seen him around.
Could you, if you see
That's
him?
funny. You're the second person that's asked about that too.
Who else asked?
Oh, those guys over there. And she points to the guards. That are now just watching you guys.
We're worried. We're worried that something bad may have happened to him.
Oh dear.
If
What?
if you see him, could you tell him to meet us back at our wagon?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was acting strangely this morning, and he had like different clothes on than usual, and he seemed to be acting
okay.
strangely.
Oh, that's weird. All right. What kind of clothes was he wearing that was weird and different?
He was all like in black and white.
Oh, that's very weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
if you see him, if you could just quietly tell him
sure.
to head to us. It's we're just worried that something bad could have happened to him.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah. I get it. And at this, the guards have now come up to you three, and have sort of motioned you away from Margaret. And one of them says, "Sorry, can we ask you something?
What?
You seem to be friends of a particular athlete."
That little bastard
Yeah.
betrayed us.
Oh, sweet. Oh, that's brilliant.
What?
And we are currently
Wait,
trying
what?
to hunt his ass down.
Oh. He's
Do you know
very-
anything?
he's
Do you know
very-
where he is?
No. We don't know where he is.
Listen, he was like a brother to me, and I want him dead.
Wow.
Make a deception check. Then. You guys, you have inspiration if you need it.
Okay, I'll do it. No!
You can take mine.
God.
Wow.
Yeah, you can do another one if you want.
Another one?
I'm giving you
Well,
my
from
inspiration.
Oh,
I'll allow that.
okay. Oh, it's not gonna be good.
All right.
It's a lot better.
Guidance.
There was no guidance prior.
There was no guidance prior. That's yeah.
Because that just happened.
And that just happened. I will not sully the beauty of the spontaneity of that by trying to shoehorn guidance in before that.
Yep. So they just look a little confused and are like, "Wow, that's weird. I mean, we're hunting him too. Okay. Well, if you see him, would you tell us?"
Of course. And would you do the same for us? In fact, if you're looking for him, and if he was going to try to escape, he would probably go back to our wagon. But if you see him around, you might even sort of herd him that way, so that we can get him on that side.
I kind of punch my fist into my hand.
We'll try to make sure he's.
I'm afraid we're not gonna hurt him. We have specific.
No. We're not gonna. I'm not asking you to hurt him or anything. I just, if he's trying to get away from you, drive him that way.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, our orders are to take him back.
What did
Bavaria proper.
What did he do there?
What?
He didn't tell you? Of course he didn't tell you. Why would he?
That rotten little bastard.
Burbage is not happy right now.
He murdered the mayor of the town. Cold blood, and ran away.
I knew he was good for nothing.
Hey, come. We all thought he was better than that. Thank you for thank you for your time, guards. We will certainly let you know if we see him.
Yeah. Well, let's just say this: you're lucky that he didn't do something worse while he was with you. You're lucky you've cut ties with him. We don't know of a more dangerous person.
I look at this guard and I say he may be an Oni.
I don't even know what that means, but of course
it's a very powerful demon.
Oh, okay.
So if you see him, maybe it might be better if you stayed away.
No, look. We've sent envoys to most of the halfling cities in Banya. If he's around, we would get so much gold if we found him. All right, so please tell us where he is and if you see him again.
Of course.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
good.
If people could see inside the bag right now, they would see Burbage's eyes turn into like little money signs.
Yeah.
Like in a slot machine. He's already trying to come up with a plan of how to get that reward money.
All right.
I'm gonna message into the bag. Don't worry, buddy. We still love you.
Thanks.
You do see Meepus now, a ways over by the docks. There is also a large barge that is sort of coming in from the sea at this point too.
All right, as we're coming up to Meepus, I want to shillelagh.
Okay, yeah.
Message cantrip to Charity. Charity, I've got to tell you, it's going to be really hard for me to keep my mouth shut. All right, I hate Meepus so much. Can you just quick touch me through the bag and give me guidance to help me be quiet?
What if Charity had to reach his hands into the bag?
So
Pretend you're looking for gum or something.
I'm actually gonna reach in and basically, I don't know, pull a ration out of the bag, but also touch you at the same time and cast guidance.
Oh, thank you.
I'm also gonna say to Stormbringer, maybe you should stay a little further off for this one.
Okay, but what if you need me to threaten him or hold him?
I think Vimeris is already dialed up to 11 on the whole threatening thing.
But what about the holding thing? I'm big.
Vimeris can turn into a lion.
Okay. I'll wait back here then.
So,
Stormbringer, message cantrip, Stormbringer. I'll message cantrip to you insults to yell at Meepus from afar, okay?
Okay. That sounds good.
So I'm gonna run up to
Meepus, yeah. Who has like a clipboard and stuff and is waiting for the barge to actually like anchor. And
Stormbringer, yell out, nice clipboard, you piece of shit.
Nice
You don't know he has
clipboard,
a
you
clip-
piece of shit!
Oh my gosh. Just eat Meepus, just god damn it, everyone. Why?
Meepus, she's having a bad day. We can't find Burbage.
Oh, thank God. But we drowned. Oh.
I try so hard to like you and be civil to you, Meepus.
If I knew who the Oni was, and he's taken by the Oni, I would give the Oni 20 gold pieces. And a back rub.
Checking to see, does he actually not know who the Oni is?
Yeah, okay, yeah, so from that, yeah, he doesn't seem to know who the Oni is. You would guess.
Message cantrip, Stormbringer, yell out. You wish you could give the Oni a back rub, you perverted fuck.
You wish you could give the Oni a back rub, you perverted fuck!
I love this so much.
I'm going to turn around and go, not the moment! We need to find Burbage. Look, I know you hate him and...
Oh, I'm not. Yeah. No, I'm not helping with that. That's... No. If I see him, I'm going to forget I saw him.
Message cantrip, Stormbringer. That doesn't make any sense, you stupid idiot.
That doesn't make any sense, you stupid idiot!
Is he, like, standing basically on the edge of the pier?
Pretty close to it, yeah. Yeah.
Thaumaturgy, the ground under his feet is now shaking, and I kick him towards the water.
Okay, give me an attack.
This
A dexterity attack, I guess. Or strength, either one.
I'm trying to think of what's going to be the thing that works best. Here. I'll just use the dagger attack.
Okay.
It just wouldn't have any damage on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm not, like, kicking him with, like,
Nor are you
force.
proficient, but...
I'm just,
yeah,
I'm just like,
good.
booping him off, basically, with my toe.
Yeah. He cuts back a little bit and slides his left foot, catches just on the ledge, and he slips and he bangs his chin on the edge of the pier as a little bit of blood spurts out his mouth, and then he slips in a sploosh into the water below.
And I yell, "That's how you get tinnitus!" Not
Message
really. I don't yell
cantrip.
that.
Message cantrip, Stormbringer. Take that! And also, if you see Burbage, tell him you like his new purple shirt.
Take that! And also, if you see Burbage, tell him you like his new purple shirt!
There's bubbles from underneath the water.
But there are bubbles.
Is he drowning?
There are bubbles.
Guys? Should I jump in there?
No.
No,
With Burbage on my back?
Yeah. No.
I don't think so. I think he's fine.
Has he resurfaced, Andy?
Is he face down? No.
How long has it been?
6 seconds or so. And you watch, and he eventually sputters to the top.
Okay.
Okay. How dirty is the water?
Not super. It's a small town.
Damn.
It's actually pretty.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
He deserves worse.
I feel like Adam, feel really bad for Meepus right now.
Yeah.
He was insulting my family.
Yeah,
He
but
said-
we're
as you're
you're
leaving-
really shitty to him.
You
We
are.
are.
I'm not. I generally try to.
Burbage.
You just kicked him into the water!
Where are you?
As you're leaving Burbage 2, you peek out of the thing, and you see like 2 other boats on the horizon. probably coming in as well.
Oh, I am guessing that's relevant for some fucking reason.
That would. So you make your way.
Adam's angry.
You've now seen everyone who's in town, and you're making your way.
I cannot hear you if you're saying anything, Andy.
We're making
you're
our
good.
way.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, you're making your way back in this direction, and you get out the gates. You immediately look over to your cart, your wagon, but you don't see one, nor do you see specifically a Burbage. So what would you like to do?
What time is it?
Did we see anyone else on our walk back?
No.
We need to find Tallywood and give her a fake Burbage message.
That's true.
Yeah, did we see Tallywood anywhere in town? We didn't?
You did not. No.
Tallywood.
Do you shout that Burbage from the back?
No, I do not.
Tallywood.
I'm going to go over to...
Charity-
Tallywood. Okay.
Oh wait.
Okay.
As you pass by where your wagon is, the flap opens, and a small, brown-haired, young Burbage pokes his head out, wearing a blue shirt, and says, "Oh, hey, guys, where you been?"
Oh, shit!
Right where he's standing.
I'm afraid that concludes tonight's
No!
episode
No!
of Goats and Dragons. If you enjoyed this and are curious to see where the story goes, please follow us on Twitch, where we are simply Helpful Goat, or subscribe to us on YouTube at Helpful Goat Gaming. We are a small independent game design firm and could really use the support. If you'd like to know more about us, our streams, our company, or our upcoming projects, you can visit helpfulgoat.com. Follow us on Twitter at HelpfulGoat, or check out our Facebook page at HelpfulGoat. Thank you so much to everyone who played tonight. Oh my god, what's going on with the Oni? And from all of us at Goats and Dragons, we wish you an excellent evening. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.